Hello and welcome back to the Baltic Esports League. We are really sorry we had some technical difficulties here and everything is fine now. We are ready to jump into everything. But right now we actually want to talk about the schedule that is for today. So the first games are going to be Lattelecom against Touring eSports, and the second game is going to be P9 against Lattelecom.
And yeah, very hype matchups, very strong teams from both countries, Latvia and Lithuania, facing off against each other today. But the first match, of course, as you mentioned, Lattelecom versus Touring eSports. As I have already mentioned several times, I would like to see some dominance from Touring eSports finally and show that they really are a team that will be able to show their strength in Baltics and maybe fight in the scene of Europe one day as well. So yeah, so I'm just trying to hype them up, and I would like to see really good game from I'd like to mention Tazas, one of the best mid laners I've seen this season in BSL. His stats are absolutely crazy.
Yeah, Tazas is playing like a madman, possessed. He's trying to carry his team every game possible, playing the Victor, playing the Corky, playing anything he can to actually try and 1v9 the game, and he is playing incredible. And that's why in the standings that they don't show is that actually Touring are playing really good, but they haven't played their off-stream games, and they need to show the level of dominance, for example, that Iron Wolf showed in the first week of play, where Salius was popping off on the Irelia, for example.
Yeah. But a very worrying trend for Lattelecom might be the fact that Faison isn't showing his best performance so far, as I saw in previous matches, but Zeti on the other hand showing really good performance. And yeah, they just need to watch out so the mid lane doesn't collapse too fast. But maybe Faison has his Yasuo open and he can finally show off his samurai skills. Yeah.
But yeah, for Faison, the first week I called him out that I'm gonna take his challenger jacket, and he didn't perform in the first 2 days, and I think he just choked. But for Faison right now, he has a 2.46 KDA, his 6th in kill participation, and
yeah, 27% kill participation is very low for mid laners who, you know, in this meta they are very supportive. They are there for every team fight. They just need to push the wave in and be there for any fight that's happening. But Faison isn't too good at doing it so far. Maybe he likes his split push playstyle more, but that is not how mid lane works right now, I believe.
Yeah, but if we look at the matchup specifically, Faison against Tazas, then Faison in all of the games he has 18 kills and 13 deaths. But Tazas, on the other hand, he hasn't played. Okay, this isn't the full games that he's played, but because we don't have the stats of the off-stream games that they played. But he has 12 kills and 4 deaths. So in overall, Tazas just impacts the map so much more than Faison. And I remember the first week when Faison played both of his games, he got a huge lead with Akali, and I don't remember the second champion, but still, he got huge leads and just didn't transition those leads to the team. And that's a worrying trend actually if you're a mid laner, because if you are a mid laner and you get those kills, you can carry actually.
But at the same time, I have a voice inside me that feels if there is any mid laner in Latvia, it must be Faison to take down this new Lithuanian talent, which is Zeti. I think Faison can do it. He has his aggressive playstyle. He has a lot of kills. He can rack up anything he wants, and he just needs to take the game by the horns. Even though, as you mentioned, Zeti has that like what, 4 times?
4 times, yeah.
But if there is someone who can make those 4 deaths happen, it must be Faison.
Yeah, and speaking about ZTI, then he's second in the KDA. He has 5.5 KDA, and kill participation a little bit low as well, 35%. It's not really low, but you can always do better, of course. But 35% is really good, and CS per minute, 9 CS per minute. That's
he's first in the standings.
Yeah. I remember the first games I saw him play. He was playing Corky at the first game he showed for me specifically, and he was like 14 CS per minute,
Yeah,
and it was completely crazy. He was farming like a madman and trying to carry his team. It was crazy.
All right, so the game. Okay, yeah, everything is going to be transitioning through mid lane, I believe. These two carry players facing off against each other. One of them aggressive, one of them more passive, but nonetheless, it's going to be really exciting altogether. But yeah, so it is going to be Homeless Master in the top lane, by the way.
Yeah, we didn't even touch on that, but Godox, that is the top laner for Dator Pasol, actually didn't make it today. So their substitute jungler, that is Homeless Master, subbed in for top lane, it looks like. And we just want to actually see how it's going to transition, because Mara is in the jungle. Mara is the smarter player, and Homeless is the aggressive one who maybe goes more for those aggressive picks. And we have to see. I scouted Homeless's solo queue account. I saw only junglers on there, but we have to see. Maybe they're gonna do a swap. Maybe Mata is going to go in the top lane and just surprise us. And maybe they have some cheeky strategies made for these games.
Okay, so let's see the lineup again for this game. It is going to be Homeless Master in the top lane, Mata in the jungle, Faison in the mid lane, and the old school veteran bot lane of Latvia, Fabi and Rutsko in the bot lane.
Yeah, and for Turing in the top lane, it's Chosen One. In the jungle is Etskas. In the mid lane is ZTY, and Ritix as AD carry, and Gerbos as the support.
Alright, we have seen the players. Let's get right into the champion select now, as it is starting. And already we do see a Nidalee ban coming out against Ekas. Ekas previously being a Žalgiris player who finished 3rd, 4th in the previous season. But nonetheless, his talent was seen by the stronger teams, and he's been picked up by Turing eSports for this season. And seeing a Nidalee ban is really something, and that's just respect towards him. And that's answered by a Neverland ban instantly.
Yeah, and the Irelia ban from Tazas, probably in the mid lane. Irelia has seen a lot of play for us in the Baltic Esports League, and played in a pretty high level. And right away, the Akali ban, a really strong pick at the moment. What are your thoughts on that?
Akali, one of the most broken mid laners right now. She's still not being touched by the patch notes. Maybe like that's just because of her win rate, but you know, people in solo queue don't know how to utilize this champion properly, but she beats any control mage out there. There are only like a handful of picks who can stand against her, and if Akali gets into the hands of Faison, it is going to get grim, and Turing eSports do the right call of banning it out.
Yeah, on the opposite side, Ryze ban coming out against Tazas. Maybe they scouted something and banned the Ryze, because actually in this tournament I haven't seen a really great Ryze right now, but they probably have scouted it, and the Kindred ban comes out. It's one of the strongest junglers at the moment.
Yeah, talking more about the Ryze, I do believe that Solius really likes playing Ryze, and he's, like, from my own experience, he's very insane on the champion, although I haven't seen Tazas perform on him yet, but we won't see it today as well, as it is banned maybe in the second game, and it is the Talia first pick already coming out from Dator Pasal, and that's surely going to be for Mata in the jungle. I do know that he really likes the champion, he performs very well on it, and yeah, just a solid pick overall, since all of the other junglers, all of the aggressive junglers are banned. And it is answered by a Braum. Yep, Braum is locked in, and let's see what else could you answer Talia with. Maybe it might be like a Camille, because it can be flexed by Ekas and Chosen One. Maybe it might be
it can be a Graves,
yeah,
maybe.
Graves.
Yeah, because it's open. It's still an aggressive jungler, and if they meet in the river, for example, then the Graves can duel the Talia.
Exactly. Yeah, Ekas really likes playing Graves as well, but it might be. Yep.
It
as
is
we okay. What is going on? So it's the Gragas.
Gragas. Yeah, Gragas right now. It's behind Kindred as most played and the most prevalent jungler at the moment. He's really strong at the moment, and Ekas just locking in the Gragas, and and the Braum lock in, and right now Alistar is locked in for the support position.
Yeah, it might be a Jhin as well in the bot lane. I know that Fabi is really good at performing with Jhin as well, but is it really going to be a Nasus for the substitute top lane Homeless Master? Or, okay, so the decisions are many, but it is going to be Yasuo for Face, and in the mid lane, finally some confidence coming out from him. Now I just want to see a solid performance, solid aggression. He has Tallin in the jungle as well, who can help with the knockup. They have Alistar, who can help with the knockup as well. So we just need to watch out and focus our camera work on Face in this game.
Yeah, because when I came in here, I was completely new, didn't know a lot about the scene. Everybody said, yeah, Faison's the guy. You need to look at Faison. He's going to carry his team, and he's a really godlike player. And from the first 3 weeks of play, I haven't seen that from him. And everybody's talking about this guy's Yasuo. And right now, I want to see how he performs on this Yasuo pick. But on the other end, I see a Kai'Sa lock-in for the bot lane.
Yeah, Ritix is really good on Kai'Sa. It's like his comfort pick, and he has 2 CC champions. Kai'Sa is really good with Braum. She's really good with Gragas, who likes to use his Predator to close someone out. He has a bunch of CC to apply the Kai'Sa passive, so she can join in on the picks very easily. And to counter that, they're banning away Tristana from Fabi.
I think that's a good ban, and the Varus ban as well, because
Varus ban is even better, yeah.
Yeah, the Varus ban is even better because if you're a Kai'Sa and you're playing against Tristana gets a free-ish lane, and she actually has a kill pressure on the Kai'Sa early to mid game, and that's a great ban because with the changes to Stormrazor, Kai'Sa is a little bit fallen down to, for example, A tier. If we go to SAB tiers of champions, then Kai'Sa falls down to A tier, and Trist automatically went to S tier, and that's a great ban for them. And on the opposite side, the Fiora Camille ban in the top lane,
and the Draven insta-lock coming out from Fabi. They're not joking around. The Latvians want blood. It's the Yasuo in the mid lane, Draven as the marksman for this game, but I can't see these champions being utilized properly when they're up against such a solid and strong wall of defense like Braum, Gragas, and Poppy. But at the same time, Kai'Sa is really short range. Maybe she will misstep pretty easily, but is it really going to be Nasus in the top lane? Okay, it's Ornn.
It's Ornn. It's great. Fine. Talking more about the Draven is actually like a counter lane pick to the Kai'Sa. It has seen play as a counter pick to Kai'Sa. But to win that lane, you actually need to execute it properly. Mata needs to go to the bot lane and try and get ganks off to get the Draven rolling. Because if this lane goes even and gets to that mid-game stage, then the Kai'Sa is just going to outplay. That's a Kayle?
Kayle in the... Okay, that's Kayle in the mid lane. That's... Okay, that's really smart. I mean, they have an Ornn, Tallin, Yasuo, Alistar, who will just try to get in on the champions and finish them off. But if we have a Kai'Sa with 3 frontliners and then a Kayle on top of that, how do you deal with these 2 hybrids dealing so much damage in the mid to late game? Okay, so the objective for Dator Pasole is to just get the game rolling as fast as possible, because it is going to get disgusting by the late game.
Yeah, if they don't execute the early mid game as clean as they can, then by 25 till 30 minutes, then Turing are just gonna roll over them, because they have such great scaling champions in the mid lane and in the AD carry position in Kayle and Kai'Sa. Yeah, the Draven Alistar lane is a really aggressive lane, and if the Tallin comes, they have so much damage that they can actually burst and destroy the Kai'Sa, but they have to execute that bot lane. And the same goes for the mid lane Yasuo. Yeah, the Kayle is the counter pick, so to speak.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
But you probably can say a lot more about the mid lane. What's going to happen with facing on the Yasuo against Tazos on the Kayle?
From how I see this, either they go for the aggression very early. Mata tries to punish Kayle, who will try to zone the Yasuo out from CS by the 2nd and 3rd level already. So Mata needs to recognize that and get in on the mid lane very early. But once the 6th levels come up, it is going to get really disgusting because it will be impossible to kill anyone in mid lane because there's Gragas coming in for the counter ganks, there's Kale, they just negate everything that this mid jungle duo of Dato or Pasal can do, and it is game over by then. To mention the bans as well, as we saw Akali and Evelynn banned out, one of the most aggressive and oppressive champions possible for the mid and jungle. They just get them out, pick a scaling comp, pick a good frontline, and it's over. The draft is really over for Dato or Pasal.
Yeah, but if we're talking about both of the teams, both of the teams are looking to play mid bot lane. That bot lane, that downside of the map, because you're not looking to play for Homeless Master in the top lane if you're Dato or Pasal, because he's pretty new in that position. Yeah, if in that level of play you can play any lane in a good level, but can you play any lane, for example, for Homeless in the top lane? Can you play the top lane the same level as you play your jungle? Of course not. And you're not going to play for that top lane of the map. And right now, Etzka's main goal for this game is to try and hover the mid lane and the bot lane so they don't get behind. And for Mata, the same thing goes. He needs to find those picks in the mid lane, in the bottom lane.
Yeah, that's basically just what Touring eSports have to do. They have to take it on the defensive, as Dato or Pasal will try to get a lead very early already. They do have Alistar and Draven and Talia, all of these champions very strong in the early game. They will try to focus down the bot lane because there are two immobile champions there. But how they pull it off is up to them, but they are on their comfort champions for sure. And it is going to get very dirty in the early game. It's do or die for Dato or Pasal. If they don't get early game rolling, it's impossible for them to win at all.
Yeah, if Dato or Pasal doesn't get their early game up to speed in the first 15 to 20 minutes and don't get a great lead, then it's probably pretty hard to win that game.
Yeah, it's gonna be really grim later on.
But if we see and actually if we look back in the weeks that we had already, then I have seen a worrying trend for Dato or Pasal, because even when they get the leads that they get the great early game they play. For example, when Homeless plays in the jungle, he's really aggressive. He gets the aggressive picks. He understands where the enemy jungler is, and they get the leads, but they actually don't know what to do with them in the mid game.
Yeah,
and that's a worrying trend I have seen throughout the weeks, and I want to see if they have done anything to actually.
They need to just up their macro game.
Yeah, they need to up their macro game, because the early game actually is good. I can say it. It's really good for Dato or Pasal, but I haven't seen their mid game around this 25 minutes when the Baron spawns. Their Baron control is pretty poor, I would say.
It's like a dice roll for them, basically. It doesn't seem like they have much of a plan. They just try to win by talent. They try to win by mechanics. And, at the same time, you can try to respect that kind of playstyle, but it isn't the one who is going to get you to the playoffs and, win you the game in general.
Yeah, that's not going to close out the game. I would say their playstyle is solo queue-ish. I won't say that it's solo queue in particular, because solo queue is completely different, but it's solo queue-esque, because they can't close out the games properly in the 20-25 minute mark, even when they had a 7k gold lead and they just ran it down and lost all of that gold lead in one game in particular that I remember.
Exactly. Dato or Pasal are looking very shaky, but they are on their comfort champions, and we need to do our best to cheer them on and see if they can pull this off. But the defenses look very scary for the side of Touring eSports, so I can't see a good, a good possibility for them to open anything up. It is going to be very hard for them to get through the defenses, but I think I have a tiny bit of a technical difficulty as I can't get into the game. The client is frozen up.
Yeah, we'll be probably right back after 2 minutes, a short break, and we'll be right back with you when we're in the game.
guns of boom. Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom with guns of boom.
Lešik, butik, jau viss ir redzēts. Killer, tas viss ir redzēts. Skandāls, secret, viss ir redzēts. Creepy, crazy, jā, viss ir redzēts.
Pārsteidz mani, pārsteidz mani, pārsteidz mani, un tagad pārsteidz mani.
Lūdzu, jaunā Helio interaktīvā televīzija nomaina Lattelecom ITV. Televizors, tālrunis un planšete darbojas kā viens vesels. Tagad pārvaldi un aizraujies pilnīgi jaunā līmenī. Izklaide progresē. Helio.
Hello and welcome back. We are right into the game. Everybody from each team is 5-point defense ready, and we are here in the game.
Yeah, we're back into it. We see the defensive standings coming out from both of the teams. Just, you know, as you mentioned before, Touring eSports just need to take it slow. Maybe, yeah, not the best lineup for Invade for that or Puzzle as well. So they're just going to take it slow. Everything is going to be okay. As you see minions spawning already, there's a bit of a fight over wards. Ekaz is able to place it in the pixel bush, so everything is going to be a-okay for them. No wards coming out from Dr. Pasol, by the way.
Yeah, right now we have to actually look in the at the mid lane and at the bottom lane at what is Riddick's going to do on the Kai'Sa and what is Fabi going to do on that Draven in the bot lane, because that is a counter matchup for the Draven against the Kai'Sa. But right here in the mid lane, this is a counter matchup for the Kayle.
So, yeah, like of course Kayle is going to be victorious in this matchup, as Yasuo can't deal much with her range, especially when she gets 6. It's impossible to beat her down. And we do see an interesting pathing by Ekaz, so he just goes for Krogs right after red buff. Maybe he's waiting around for the Scuttler, as he did set the ward and he sees the pathing of Mata very well for now, so everything is going to be a-okay.
Yeah, if I'm Ekaz right now, I'm actually looking to abuse Homeless Master in the top lane, because he is new to this position. He is a jungler. He maybe knows where Ekaz is going to come from, but he can actually abuse him and get the Poppy ahead, and a Poppy ahead is actually a pretty scary sight, I would say. But right at the moment, he just goes to his Raptors, clearing all of his top side, and Mata doing the same.
Yeah, very interesting that like Gragas is giving up both of the Scuttlers. Basically, he's like not even moving anywhere to contest any of that. Mata was quick to take the top lane Scuttler, but Gragas is going back already, so he basically took 2 camps, I mean 3 camps, and back instantly to go towards bot lane. Maybe there's going to be something interesting going down, as we see.
He got his Predator boots ready, and he probably cleared the top side to get his Predator boots and try and contest.
Oh, there's something going on to mid lane. The whirlwind hits. Will the knockup hit as well? But
Tazas.
no, that's a flash going out already. And as I mentioned, Mata is showing some aggression in the very early stages of the game already. So that's very good. But there's a fight in top lane. There's a Homeless almost going down. But is it Homeless going down, or is it Chosen One? as there's a huge minion wave under tower right now. At the same time, bot lane of Dr. Puzzle is showing insane aggression.
Yeah, the counter matchup kicking in right now, and the Draven just pushing in the Kai'Sa at the moment, and the top lane as well. Homeless showing that he can play this horn in the top lane, and he's not going to get pushed around by Chosen One. And the early aggression from Mata. Maybe Homeless said, just be more aggressive, just go for the plays like he does when he is playing jungle, and burnt the flash in the mid lane, and Homeless is not a pushover on that Ornn in the top lane, and we have to see what's going to happen right now. And Gragas just cleared his bot side jungle and just going in for some wards to spot Talia, but Talia is going in for the top side, and
he did Mata did a really good job by getting bot scatters as well. There might be a play on bot lane. Predator goes down. Will he hit someone? But no, the knockback into the tower. The ignite comes down. Fabi almost goes down, but Ekaz is like 100 HP. The ignite was burned by him.
Great play from Rutsko on the Alistar, denying the gank there, and there's still a little bit of aggression.
Fight. Will the passive go on to Rutsko? But no, they're just taking it slow.
Back off.
Yeah, very
in top lane.
Interesting how these summoners are burned. Like, there's only ignite burned by Rutsko in the whole fight, but there's flash from Ekaz, heal from Ritix, and then ignite from the support as well.
Yeah, the ignite from Gearboss there.
There might be something going down in the jungle, but no, everything is fine.
Mata found Gearboss there, but Taz's just teleported back to lane, and Faison
just getting a lot of poke from Tazas in the mid lane, but everything seems to be a-okay as he's farming very efficiently. The farming is even between them for now.
Yeah, the farm is even for now, but we have to see what Tazas does, because in the first week when I saw Turing play, he farmed incredibly well, and we have to talk about the substitute top laner that's subbing in for Godox Homeless, that is a jungler. He's up in CS. He is not a pushover.
What is going on?
And
but
Mata is right here.
Flash coming out, but
and it's first blood.
God, that's first blood for the going on to Chosen One. He's going down. It seemed like a very easy kill. Did you see Mata trying to flash and predict Chosen One's flash as well? But it was a bit aggressive for him to use his E like that, to be honest, because he just went through the minefield and got a lot of damage in his face.
Yeah.
But Mata is not done yet. The pink ward probably spots him though, but they do not care much about that.
What's going to happen?
Oh, there's an Ornn ultimate coming out. He did miss, but the Grog is very low already. He is flashless.
Ekaz is dead.
Ekaz is dead, but in the bot lane, will it be 2 kills? No, probably just 1. He's trying to get Rutsko. He's very low, but no, he survived.
That's one more axe for the Draven, and the Kai'Sa is just dead. This is an really active early game for Dr. Puzzle. We were talking they're gonna play for the bot side and the mid lane, but in the top lane they get 2 kills.
2 kills already on both the top lane and the jungle. Are they diving?
It's a dive.
He did use his flash. He did get out, but he has no summoners to answer the future plays anymore.
Look at the CS right now. It's 62 CS to 45. He just denied a huge wave from Ritix as they from the Kai'Sa right now, and they're playing this early game really good without the help of Mata right now, and this is some great early moves from Dr. Puzzle here, really good.
Even though the Gerbas got to back, they're still staying in lane, trying to push it out. Okay, they must be going back right now. Let's see, in top lane, Homeless Master still.
Yeah, but Ekaz is right around the corner.
Yeah,
he's
going to move up with Predator probably.
Yeah, he's maybe too aggressive. The Predator is not on, but Homeless is probably dead.
Whoa, what a good flash from him. Ekaz missing, but the Chilling Smite comes out. Will it be enough to close out? No, it's not.
Oh, Homeless gets out. Nice. That was really good. And right at the moment, we have to look at Mata. He's going to clear all of the bot side jungle from Ekaz, and he can't move in for Mata's jungle because he doesn't know where he is. Maybe Mata is right around the corner. They don't have vision of him, but he's going to go in and try and spot. But no, he's taking the...
Oh, there's pinks coming out onto face, and it must be a 2v2, but she still has no flash.
Oh, he doesn't have flash, and the knockups were synced so good that he didn't have any time to actually press his ultimate. Yeah.
Dude, what a clean game from Lattelecom. They're really showing form, but now it's Chosen One on the aggressive in top lane. But there's
Faison.
mid lane. Faison must be going down. Is it top lane going down? No, it's Faison.
Top lane, Ornn.
Top lane? Will the ultimate hit on the Chosen One? Wait.
But still, mid lane. Ekka's got Faison.
Faison going down. Okay, what a crazy game. Will there still be a fight top lane? Mata is closing in, but the pinks come out. The ultimate will come out short, but he is.
Maybe he's gonna get Chosen
One. He has red buff. He has red buff.
Yeah, he's gonna get.
He's done.
He's done. Chosen One's dead again. And this is a really active early game from Lattelecom. Mata in particular is being everywhere he needs to be, and the Draven counter pick is working out perfectly in the bot lane. Up almost 20 CS, 15 at the moment. Yeah, they have a wave. Riddick is going to farm this up, but still they have a lead. They got a kill on the Draven, and this is looking for a great early game from Lattelecom. But right now the things have cooled off a little bit. We have to start talking about how are they going to execute this lead that they have right now. This is a little bit of trade in the bot lane. Right now they have 2k gold lead. We already talked before the game that they have gold leads in the early games. Their early games are good.
Oh, but I must interrupt you because there's a predator coming on to face and Ekka splashes in.
Oh,
but he gets ulted by Tazas. He's still tanting, but coming out from Faison. That's two kills.
That's a great outplay.
Lattelecom. Will it be another kill in bot lane? What is going on the map? So much aggression coming out from Lattelecom.
Oh, that was a great outplay from Faison. That was crazy.
As we already mentioned, the young talent Faison showing off his Yasuo skills in the mid lane, racking up 2 more kills, but there must be a dive in bot lane coming on from Mata.
Yeah, Mata is right here.
There's no flashes. No flashes for Turing eSports.
They already know that Mata is here.
He's moving in. Let's see.
Yeah, they're backing off. That's really smart, but yeah, dodged it. Yeah, very good.
Everything is okay.
Yeah, very good. They understood that Mata is right here because he was just in the mid lane. This is probably the first turret for Lattelecom. They're snowballing their lead really great right now. Really good plays.
There might be trouble for him in mid lane. No, he backs off in time. He spots Braum on the pink ward probably. And
top lane, there's an exchange, I think.
Okay.
Homeless and Chosen One playing again, but Etskas is right around the corner. Maybe he's going to go for a gank because he knows that the Ornn doesn't have a flash.
He doesn't have his flash. He can't get out as easily this time. And the dash getting countered.
Yeah, Homeless is just dead. Not respecting the Ekkas can be right around the corner because he just wasn't at the bot lane. The team needed to say, hey, Homeless, just please back off because...
Exactly.
Because Etskas wasn't in the bot lane to help Riddix and Gerbos in the bot lane. And right now, look at the top side.
But this shouldn't be a problem at all because Lattelecom had the time to make the swap happen in time. So look, they were like not losing top lane. They're not losing anything in top lane, but they are going for the Herald, which is very interesting. Draven needs to get rid of the wave in the top lane very fast and move in together with Alistar. But Mata is recalling right now.
Yeah, but if the Alistar goes in, then maybe they don't know where Mata is. They can actually try and
it's
contest,
going down.
But no, it's
too late. What a slip up by Lattelecom.
Yeah, they lost the Rift Herald. They needed to get that Rift Herald right now. The death from Homeless Master right there in the top lane actually gave them the Rift Herald.
Yeah, well, actually, what I think they did poorly by macro, they should have used their tempo from getting the kills in bot lane, from getting the tower in bot lane, by swapping instantly, going for the Herald instead of Cloud Ray, because Mata wasted a lot of time trying to finish off the Cloud Drake. At the same time, they must have just went top lane and went for the Herald because they need to get the game rolling as fast as possible. And Cloud Drake isn't something that's going to do this.
Dead.
What? It's just a solo kill.
That's a solo kill in the jungle.
5-0. They're moving into the jungle even further, taking away the red buff from Turing eSports. Okay, let's see. It's a dive in top lane. Use the wall already. Mata,
Yasuo is gone.
Do this.
Faison is trying to roam up top lane. No, he's just clearing the wards, and this is probably that's another tower. And for the Rift Herald, as we talked about,
Homeless Master might be in trouble. Actually, no, he goes on to aggressive.
He has still flash. Faison's here.
Does he have ulti? Double knock up! Last breath coming out onto them. Who will he ulti?
Tazas ulti.
Will finish off Faison? No.
Faison's dead.
Okay, but Tazas goes down as well. But it's
Mara is coming. Mara is coming. If they chase, no, they're not chasing. That's Faison just goes in. Yeah, they got the top lane turret, but they saw that the bot lane just backed off from the turret. Faison and Homeless just needed to say, hey, maybe the Braum is coming. Yeah, we need to just back off, and that's it. But they opted into the fight. They opted into an uneven fight. They thought that they are stronger, but in result of that, just Faison just dies. And yeah, it wasn't a mis-execution. They could have got more kills. Maybe they should have got, but the ultimate from Tazas just denied the kill, and that got Faison just died.
But very interesting thing is that Tazas in the mid lane throughout the whole season so far has only 4 deaths, but when up against Mata and Faison, he has died 3 times already. Like his deaths in total might be doubling just after 1 game against one of the strongest Latvian teams. And you know, they're making Turing eSports sweat for sure, but they still have the Herald, which is a great tool to counter the aggression of Dator Pasole, but I can't see them finding a good opportunity to use it. And now there might be a 2v1 in the bot lane. Will they go on Homeless Master? No.
He
plays it defensive, it's fine.
Yeah, we have to see actually where the Draven is going to go right now, because Faison, he isn't that strong at the moment to actually go on a side lane. You probably know that already.
Exactly.
And we have to see how are they going to press their lead even further, because they macroed and didn't get the Rift Herald. That because Tazas in the mid lane with the Kale, there's a Rift Herald popping off, and but Tazas in the mid lane with
and there's a movement onto Faison. No, he counters the aggression very easily.
Yeah, but they're right here. Draven is coming
let's go with the great play.
Oh, nice.
Double last breath. Will the Talia finish someone
up?
Braum's
dead. Braum's dead.
There's let's see. There's a knock-up onto Ritix as well.
Almost
or an ultimate coming out.
Draven right here. Draven right here.
Chosen.
That's a kill.
Another kill for Dator Pasol. Will they? Okay, they don't have enough minions. The Herald
killed
the but wait, there's a kill onto Eka still.
Yeah, Mata's got godlike right now. 7 kills. Where is the Dark Seal? Mata just buy it and turn it into the Magi's. Come
right
on.
Away. Dude, show some confidence. But this is crazy. It must be a tower going down in the mid lane for Dator Pasole. They get a 3rd turret already, and there's actually a flash used by Ritix in the top lane. Both summoners used, by the way. So Rutsko, did you see that engage coming out from him in mid lane? It's, I don't know, he's playing out of his mind. His Alistar is clean.
Yeah, actually, I'm not even scared of Faison on the Yasuo. I'm even more scared with Rutsko on the Alistar, how he played the early game to save the Draven from the gank from Etzkes, and right now he's engaging and taking these engages perfectly. He is a monster on this Alistar, and this counter pick Draven against the Kai'Sa, it's almost 30 CS up. Kai'Sa has 1 item, Draven almost has his 2nd item that looks to be a Bloodthirster coming out, and we actually have to see what they're going to do now. All the outer turrets are down.
I know what they have to do. They just need to get the priority on all of the lanes, group up towards bot lane, get control of the vision in the bot lane enemy jungle, use the Talia ultimate to close down the tier 2 tower bot lane, together with Ornn ultimate as well, to try to zone them up. Just zone them off from CS, get priority in other lanes, keep picking at the towers, and a Drake is coming up very soon. That's why they have to go bot side as well. Just pick up the Drake, continue playing towards the turrets.
Yeah, because we have to actually look at the summoner spells for the top laners. Chosen one, and it's an Infernal Drake, perfect for Draven and Yasuo. But
yeah, they're going to keep scaling up really well.
Yeah, this is really good, but
send one to mid lane now, fast, Dator Pasol, please.
Yeah, just pushing in.
One has to go mid lane for sure. But there's already an engage onto them.
Flash from Braum, and Kai'Sa is not there. Remember, Chosen One doesn't have teleport, but Homeless Master does. He's going to push in and make them lose CS, because Kai'Sa needs to go down to the bot lane, and it's an engage. Chosen One's just dead.
Okay, that's Fabi
last
picking up
breath
another
from
kill.
Faison, and the Draven is really online at the moment. Just got some more gold.
When you siege without a Herald or a Baron buff and pick off a Poppy before she gets to use her ultimate,
that's your tank.
That's okay, but there might be an engage onto Echoes, but that's a pulverize hitting onto him. Nothing else.
Great engage. 1 axe lands onto the Kai'Sa.
But the problem is they didn't send. Okay, there might be a kill. That's an ultimate.
There's another kill. Nice. But they don't have priority in the mid lane. Look at the minions.
They're losing a lot of like potential that they could have had if they just pushed up the mid lane in time.
I agree. If they push the mid lane before they go siege to the bot lane, yeah, maybe they don't get any kills. But look at Homeless Master. He unanswered was in the top lane.
Perfect.
This is a perfect wall. Just take the turret and move out, because you're probably not going to. Maybe you can get the inhib, but that could be a greedy play.
Guys, do you believe this? It's the 18th minute and they get the inhibitor without Baron or Herald. This is perfectly played out by Datar, Puzzle, and Turing have nothing to answer it with. I mean, they did have Poppy, but where is she? She just died. And, you know, like, they need to rush to push up the waves now, send one of their members to bot lane to clear up this dead inhibitor lane, set some vision onto Baron, and just pray that you can get a steal, because Datar Puzzle are moving out of their base and they will be looking to contest the Baron.
In 40 seconds it's going to spawn, and
yeah, the perfect thing is that bot lane inhibitor is dead.
Yeah, we still have to look at the summoner spells. Homeless Master still has his teleport, and Chosen One doesn't have his. They're doing a great job putting the Ornn in the bot lane. He's going to pressure that bot lane right now. He's going to try and push up the minions to the towers.
Exactly.
And Datar Puzzle just need to have at least some vision around the Baron, and when it spawns, the Baron's just dead. With this team, with 8 kills on the Talia from Mara, we have to note he's playing a great Talia in this game.
He's moving into the jungle. They're just trying to set as much vision as possible, but they're just losing so much health already. The body slam goes on to him.
Oh,
it's not enough. He goes down.
Great engage. They're going for Braum. Braum's dead probably as well.
Braum is dead, and there's
and there's Tazas in the bot lane.
Homeless
just solo killing.
Homeless Master on the Ornn, getting a kill on the...
Tazas just dead, and Baron just spawned.
Oh my god. What is going on? Homeless Master gets a solo kill onto one of the greatest players in the Baltic region right now. Tazas, what do you have to say?
This is a free Baron. They're trying to go and get a consolation prize. They're probably going to get it. Homeless Master. He flashes
out. Will it be enough? No way.
Ritix doesn't have any mana.
Oh
He's
my
dead.
god. What is going on? Ritix goes down.
Still. He's alive.
Homeless Master, what?
Homeless Master with the minions. Oh, he gets shot down, but that was a great exchange. He kills 2 people. He kills the Kale. A solo kill and then a 2v1.
This is embarrassing from Turing eSports. 13,000 gold already. What a
This
difference.
is another inhibitor in the mid lane for Datar Puzzle.
Ritix is dead. No one can answer this. There's nothing that they can say for themselves. They're literally getting outplayed by Datar Puzzle.
Yeah, we talked before the game, and there's a Talia
in the top lane.
And Tazas facing had an exchange. Mara.
Will he have enough damage? He has
oh,
to
he
flash
flashes away.
And
the wind goes
and the pulverize.
Go. Damn.
Pulverize last breath comes out, and that's a double
kill
for
probably
Faison.
There's a teleport for Homeless Massive. This is probably the triple inhib.
This is game. A pulverize lands on the Chosen One already.
Chosen One's dead.
And that's a surrender.
That's a surrender from them. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, in Baltic Esports League, week 4, day 1, this is Datar Puzzle picking up a game against Turing Esports with no problems at all.
This was a great game from Datar Puzzle. This was completely huge. We were actually thinking about, like, they're going to get the early game lead. What is Homeless Master going to do in the top lane?
I can't comprehend this. How did they? Homeless Master showing such a great performance, being out of the top lane. Mata, my man, showing up in the jungle, showing that his Talia is something that you have to fear. Completely out jungling the Lithuanian player.
Yeah, he was completely out jungling. He had 8 kills to his name, knows where Etzkes is at the moment, any point in the game. He just straight up carried his team right there. He's how you already mentioned to me that Mara is the really smart jungler. He knows where to be at the right time, and he played really good. And if we look at the damage graphs, both of the junglers, quote unquote, from Datar Puzzle, both Mara and Homeless Master top in the damage charts. This was a great game.
This is crazy. I'm so excited for the second one. What do Turing Esports have to answer with? Will it just be like 5 bans coming out? I don't know. Like,
Well,
Yasuo, Thalia, Draven, get everything out. Homos Master, what are you going to do with him? He might as well pull out his Heimerdinger. You know,
Yeah.
the top one. You can't do anything about the guy. He's a
Yeah.
monster.
But we have to talk about, okay, the first game, it was a wash. Yeah, they even surrendered. They knew they misplayed the early game because the Data Pasala draft was really early game centric. But we have to look at the second game. What they can do to actually win the game. What they need to do right now. Maybe they need to pick less scaling comp that can actually match up in the early game.
They just need to take something purely aggressive because certainly they can't pull off these safe comps.
Yep.
We just saw Dr. Pasal run over them when they tried to play scaling and safe champions. They can't do it. They need to recognize this, and let's hope for an aggressive game from Turing eSports in the second one. And that's it. Okay, we're going on a small break and getting into the second game very soon. So stay tuned. We'll be right here.
Go big, go boom, with guns of boom. Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom, with guns of boom.
Lešik, butik, jau viss ir redzēts. Killer, tas viss ir redzēts. Skandāls, secret, viss ir redzēts. Creepy, crazy, jā, viss ir redzēts.
Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Un tagad pārsteidz mani.
Lūdzu, jaunā Helio interaktīvā televīzija nomaina Lattelecom ITV. Televizors, tālrunis un planšete darbojas kā viens vesels. Tagad pārvaldi un aizraujies pilnīgi jaunā līmenī. Izklaide progresē. Helio.
Nobody said it'd be easy, but we took a train to the ceiling. And now I'm high on all of my feelings. Don't wake me up from the stream. I bought a one-way ticket to space. Let's get out of here. I heard you, but it's nice this time of year. Out in the wild, find a eating. Let's stay a while, never leaving. Sound me alarm in my heart. We're taking off. Sound me alarm in my heart. We're taking off. Don't let go, I want your body around, all around, all around. Sound me alarm in my
Hello and welcome back. We are right into the champion select between Dator Pasola and Turing eSports. The first game was a really big domination from Dator Pasola. And right now we are looking, there's already a Yasuo ban coming out, or the respect from Facing. They don't want to face the Yasuo. And
Same as Akali, both of the aggressive fighter champions that Facing can pull out are banned out already. Same as the Kindred, very strong disengaged champion, as well as can show enough aggression in the early stages of the game. So pretty solid bans. Same bans coming out from Lattelecom. So no changes yet, since they. Okay, that's basically what we saw the first game.
Yep, they take away the Thalia in the jungle. They don't want to mess with Mara on the Thalia. And I think that's a great takeaway from Mara and from Lattelecom right now in the draft.
Yeah, and okay, let's see what they answer it with. It might be Graves as well, because, you know, Mata can play Graves very well as well. And okay,
Alistar for
Let's
Rutsko.
go.
Yeah, that was really good in the first game. We have to actually mention that. He landed his combos perfectly every time. Choose the engages really good.
Yeah, but this time he won't have a Yasuo to back him up, as well as Thalia, so they need to think of something similar, but a bit different at the same time. And, okay, so will it be the Graves? Will it be some marksman? Because there's no marksman's banned out. Okay, that's a Graves. Graves and Alistar, still very aggressive champions, which can counter champions like Thalia pretty well as well. And, okay, will they pick up a support and the marksman for themselves now? Which is my guess.
But we already saw that they can't blind pick the Kai'Sa. That is a really great scaling AD carry in the bot lane. But they can't blind pick it right now.
Okay, that's chosen. That's
chosen one's Camille in the top lane. Yeah, he saw that he doesn't want to play the wet noodle fight in the top lane with the tanks against Homeless Master, and he wants to bring out a high skill cap champion in the Camille and try to just duel him.
He just wants to show that what is this punk that's trying to stand against me in the top lane. I need to pick a carry champion and show off my skills and defend my title as one of the greatest Baltic top laners, chosen one.
And there's a Shen. That's probably
Shen support. Okay.
That's probably support Shen.
And it might be a bit crazy, but I do like something like a Morgana paired up with a Shen in the bot lane, to be honest. And they do still have a Camille. Will it be a Galio in mid lane? Have we seen Tazas play something like that?
Well, we haven't seen Tazas play something like that, but that actually the Galio actually puts in the same type of champions he likes to play. He likes to play the control mages that can farm and rotate through the map, and the Galio could be a good answer.
Mm-hmm. And further on, there's going to be the Poppy, which is matched against Camille, one of the greatest champions to pick when you're facing a Camille. But is it going to be enough to stop this force, which is chosen one on the champion? And okay, there's still assassins being banned out, so Faison is targeted. We did hype him up pretty crazily before the first game, so it might just be enough to ban out 3 of his champions.
Yeah, there's 3 bans directed to Faison. All 3 he has played. He has played the Yasuo, he has played the Akali and the Tallin. And he played really well all those games on those champions.
Okay, so there's a Varus ban. They must ban Draven now. They didn't, so that's going to be a Draven pick.
That's 4 bans for Faison.
Draven pick, okay, for sure. Varus was banned out, they didn't see it coming. Maybe they are ready for it. I can imagine something like a Jhin being picked up there as well, because it's pretty safe together with Shen.
I could actually see a Misfortune, because Misfortune does good into Draven. She actually doesn't get rolled over by the Draven. But
she's really good with Camille, by the way, as
yeah,
well.
Yeah, that's true.
So the ultimates can be paired up really nicely.
And with Shen.
But it's an Ashe. Kai'Sa. Lucian. Huh?
Kai'Sa?
Again.
Why?
Buddy, let's see if he can figure this out. Maybe he's figured it out. Maybe he opened up some Korean VOD or something and he sees how to play out this matchup now. But, together with Shen, can it be easier?
I actually really disagree with this pick. I don't know how about you, but I really disagree, because last time he was paired up with the Braum, and the Braum at least offers some safety in the first 6 levels, and they still didn't know what to do.
Okay, what I can't understand is was it really all Mata's doing? Or I think the bot lane was still winning in general. So Mata
wasn't in the bot lane the first 9 minutes, and they got the kills anyway.
How can this matchup be easier with a Shen instead of a Braum? That is what I can't really get. Wait, are you really going for
Lissandra?
Lissandra.
Oh.
This is great. It's fantastic, to be honest. He's paired up with a carry jungler, and he can set up the kills easily for Mata.
Yeah.
And there's an aggressive bot lane, which is basically a winning matchup. A Poppy against the Camille. This draft is a bit worse than the first game for Turing Esports.
Yeah,
Turing Esports had it together in the first draft, but
in my opinion, they just they are tilted from the first game or what? Because
they just picked something crazy. I don't know.
This is really, if you execute the early game as you did in the first game, you actually have an even worse draft.
But this time they have the aggressive champions as well. So
yeah, they did what we talked about after the first game, that they need to match the aggression, but I don't actually know if this is the aggression you actually want, because with the Shen, I would actually like to see, for example, an Ezreal, because the Shen, that Camille is going to go in the top lane against the Poppy, and Shen can just ult in, and but if he leaves the Kai'Sa alone with the Draven Alistar, she's going to get dove 24/7.
Yeah, the thing is, it's a really great point, the Ezreal, because every champion for that or puzzle are short range champions, correct?
Yeah.
So any way they can actually start a good and solid team fight is if they get a good flank or basically a good flank. That's the only thing they can do. And if you're a Kai'Sa, you are one of the shortest ranges from the marksman possible in the game right now as well. So how does he want to pull this off? How? He doesn't really have enough peel. Maybe like Cassio's Petrifying Gaze or Shen ultimate might be like, I mean, okay, if he gets fed enough, he can just run down because he has a Shen.
Maybe before the game they talked, the bot lane was going fine, but we need you Edskas to come to the bot lane, shut down the Draven, and then everything is good. Make him useless, because if you shut down the Draven in the early game, he is completely useless. And maybe that was what they communicated about, and they wanted to play a little bit of different mid lane, but they both the teams can execute their drafts, but they need to execute them really good. But
yeah, I mean, if Kai'Sa gets rolling, then
if we look at late game 30-35 minutes, then I like the Turing Esports draft better if we go to late game.
But there's still factors like the Alistar and Lissandra, still a Poppy as well. How they have a lot of disengage together with engage. How will Kai'Sa deal with such simple combos like Headbutt, Pulverize, and the Lissandra's ultimate as well? How does he want to deal with this? They just need to get an insane lead in the early game. It's like the other way around right now. Yeah,
they need to get a great lead, but talking about everything we have talking about, I'm feeling a little bit hungry at the moment. And if you are feeling a little bit hungry right now, then you can just download the application of Vault in your phone, order from any kind of restaurants, almost every kind of special restaurants. You can order pizza, burgers, anything you want, and it gets delivered to your house. And
and do not forget that we are giving away 10 euros of credits in today's stream as well. So stay tuned for that, and don't forget to write #Vault in the chat if you want to participate. And as we are loading into the game, I'm really excited. I don't know. I have nothing to wait. I have nothing to expect, because it can go either way. The first game, Dator Puzzle had to be aggressors, and they did so, and they completely stomped the game. Everyone was a witness. And
right after the first game, we talked and we said that we want to see aggression from Turing Esports and stop playing these late game comps, because you're not going to get to late game every game, and you need to match the aggression that Dator Puzzle brings, because their early game has been crisp throughout all the 4 weeks that we have seen them play, and they did just that. They drafted a lot of early game. They drafted a little bit of in our opinion, that we already talked about, a little bit of a more losing lane in the bot lane against the Draven. But yeah, we didn't hear the comms. Yeah, maybe they talked that, yeah, Etzka's just come to the bot lane and we're going to shut down the Draven. But
the thing is, there isn't the Gragas in the jungle this time. This is purely two aggressive junglers. Etzka's on the Thalia with Electrocute, with a beautiful skin, by the way, one of the newest skins, Samsung Galaxy, up against Mata on Graves. He did take Dark Harvest, one of the strongest runes right now.
Yeah.
Some players who still feel uncomfortable on Graves like to go for fleet footwork, but Mata showing his confidence going for Dark Harvest. And yeah, this is going to be very hype.
Yeah, this is going to be a really hype matchup, and we'll have to see what Mata does in the early parts of the game, because last game he was a beast in the early game. He actually knew where Etzkas is at any moment, and he just destroyed in a macro level.
Yeah.
In the first minutes of the game, he already got into Etzka's head and just...
yeah, Etzka's like... It's a bit weird how defensive he played, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a bit, you know, not too reassuring, to be honest. It's like a worrying trend, as people say. But, oh wait, there's actually already a brawl in the top lane. Etzkas is the one closer. Is Homeless Master going to go down already? Probably not.
He doesn't want... Probably not, because...
Okay.
Yeah, he's just going to recall, get his corrupting potion charges back, and...
It was a bit weird, though. I mean, okay.
Yeah, but jumping back to the point you just made about Etzkas, throughout all the weeks, he just found Mata in the jungle, but throughout all the weeks that I have seen him play, in my opinion, he is playing a lot of passive, not a lot of, but he's playing a little bit of a passive style.
Yeah, which is like uncharacteristic toward for him, I believe. Because Etzkas in the previous season, he was known for all of these Graves Zinjaos and, you know, anything anything aggressive that you can find. So this is a bit weird that they're putting him on, like, you know, a Gragas or something, and he just can't pull it off well enough. But this time he's on Thalia and he has time to prove himself in the game.
Yeah, I want to see the aggression from Etzkas right now, and I want to see the aggression from Fabi and Rutsko, because last game they actually dominated the bot lane. They didn't need their jungler to come down there and try and influence it. Yeah, Mata came there for one gank, I think, where they got the turret, the first blood turret, but they were winning the lane even before the jungler showed up. And I want to see the same aggression, because it's the same bot lane. They have some comfort there. We already saw all the engages from Rutsko on the Alistar. He doesn't have a Yasuo to follow him up at the moment, but Alessandra and a Graves Draven is good enough, I would say.
Yeah, but a bit interesting from Faison is that he chose to go for Aerie, which is, you know, I would honestly just go for Comet in this situation, because Aerie, I don't know, it's not like you're going to hit all, like, you know, a lot of consecutive abilities onto Cassio in lane, because she's very aggressive as well. You don't want to get too close towards her. And you know, I would just like to mention that I think Comet would do better work in this situation. Bot lane this game a bit calmer, to be honest. Have they lost their...
No,
wait, to mid lane, there's a gank coming out onto him already. Will he go down? That's just...
Both summoners from Tazas and an Ignite Burn from Faison. Yeah, we didn't see the Graves gank right there, and there's a flash burn from Mata.
Wait, they're moving in. Etzkas. Okay, interesting. What
flash burn from Faison, and the bot lane roaming to mid lane, and almost getting the kill on the Faison. And
okay, so all summoners burned for both mid and jungle. And oh wait, there's Mata moving in behind. I mean, Etzkas is moving in behind Homeless Master. Can he pull this off? He will have to flash out for sure. Yeah. Okay.
This is a repeat gank. Etzkas needs to focus on the top triangle of the map and try to influence the mid lane and the top lane, because they both don't have flashes. But that doesn't go in the plan that he needs to go to the bot lane and shut down the Draven, because if he doesn't shut down the Draven, it's gonna be a repeat scenario in the bot lane, because he just can't save save the Kaisa, and the Kaisa is not going to scale very well. There's a huge wave building. He's probably going to get back in CS, but...
Okay, Mata is moving towards top side. Maybe he should use this knowledge that Lissandra got the upper hand in mid lane right now, because Kaisa had to back. Bot lane has a huge wave building up as well, and Graves is really good at taking Drakes. Maybe
facing roaming to the bot lane.
Maybe if Mata just went straight for the Drake, they could have gotten it, because mid and bot lane priorities were huge at that moment. But no, he just chose to not to do so. Still
got spotted by the ward, but still.
Yeah, he has higher level than Etskas in the jungle so far.
Probably a little bit uncomfortable to take the Drake right now. He's level 4.
Okay, let's see how Homeless Master answers this aggression. There were pings coming out, so maybe he... No. Oh, wait, there's a... What? Is Etskas going down? No, he dodges the W, but it is not enough.
It's first blood. It's first blood,
but
yeah.
Very good try by him. Okay, Faison's moving in onto the aggressive side. What is Mata doing?
What's going on?
Mata? Are you there?
Mata? What?
Okay, miscommunication.
Miscommunication for the mid laner and the jungler. Mata is right around the corner, and he's just farming raptors at that point, and Taza just solo kills Faison.
What is going down? The dreams of Zatar Pasal are slowly crumbling, and you know, they wanted to win the early game, but that is not happening. That's already 1,000 gold lead for Turing eSports. But will there be any aggression from Mata?
Mata is in the bot lane. We have to look what's going to happen right here.
Okay, let's put our focus on Rutska, because he has to be the one to engage. But they're just...
They don't...
Okay, no.
Another wave is coming. They're probably going to just push in the next wave and
he's
back off.
backing off.
But Faison is down 10 CS in the mid lane. The wave is pushing towards Tazas. This
is a bit tough for him. The matchup isn't too easy as well, might I add, because, you know, Lissandra isn't the greatest laner right now, especially against aggressive champions like Cassio, who can like deal with her very easily. And okay, Etskas, another try onto top lane. Will he do enough to finish off Homeless Master? Chosen One has his ultimate as well. He gets knocked away, but the Hextech ultimatum will be enough.
Yep. Chosen
kill.
One, 2 kills in for the Camille, and Taza's just...
Faison, what is going on?
Faison.
Okay.
He has 6.
Oh, nice ulti from him. He goes into the main.
But look at Mata, he's still...
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect, fine. Faison, props to you, my dude. What a great, confident play. Buying time for Mata, who's just going for the Infernal Drake. I guess he can finish it by himself. I hope so.
Rutsko and the Fabi are coming to help, but...
Very interesting play by Faison.
Taza, you know, that was an interesting play, but Taza smartly backs off because
Oh, but there's an engage at the Faison already. He doesn't have
Chosen One. Chosen One comes in with the assist and finishes him off. 3 kills on the Camille. This is a scary, scary Camille in the top lane right now, and
we can't forget that Dr. Pasala still have a lot of disengage and a lot of lockdown to deal with the Camille in a situation where she gets too crazy. But that's still a bit worrying for Dr. Pasala that he gets so much kills already.
Yeah, and this isn't a wet noodle fight like it was in the first game.
Because Homeless Camille,
yeah, Homeless Master just... remember, he
is
a sub, and there's
already top lane. Will he finish him off? He doesn't have his flash. He doesn't have his ultimate to answer this gank. Etskas doesn't have mana, but he still must be.
Mata is coming.
Mata is moving in. Faison, are you coming as well, buddy? I invite you to help me get out of this situation. Okay.
He just goes away, but
Homeless Master, my dude, you're absolutely crazy. He has died 2 times already, but. He just walks away like it's nothing. He didn't have ulti. He didn't have flash.
Yeah, it's easy to play top lane when your team is winning, but it's a little bit harder to play top lane if your team is losing and your opposite laner has 3 kills.
Yeah, it's okay, Homeless Master. You seem to know your stuff in the top lane. I'm gonna try to remember that. And okay, it's going to be a bit calm right now. Fabi returning to his lane. With a pretty big buy, a BF Sword and a Vampire Scepter, he's going to feel very comfortable in his lane right now, but it's still a 3,000 gold difference. Rutsko trying to find something? He does not. Pulverize going wide, but he's tanking up so many damage. Rutsko, are you going to move in? Okay.
Yep, throws out the ultimate for...
He did lose a lot of health though. And,
Yeah.
you know, Ritix isn't the one with the Vampiric Scepter in this lane.
Yep, Draven has the Vampiric Scepter. He's just gonna lifesteal up, but yeah, the
Not
Kai'Sa
bad.
has the fleet footwork. Yeah, it was nerfed some patches ago, but still, you get some life back by farming and actually hitting the minions.
Yeah. So Fleet Footwork is something that she does have on the Draven because he's playing Conqueror this game. Okay, Turing Esports taking it slow, just step by step. Etska's going for the red buff.
Yeah, but I'm actually wondering. We talked about the bot lane a lot from that Exkis needs to visit there because the Kai'Sa is going to lose. But
I haven't
the
seen
Kai'Sa hasn't lost the game. Maybe we were mistaken and we don't have today the god Derek bot laner that we had all week.
Oh wait, is there
There's an
something
exchange.
aggressive on the bot lane?
But
Let's
Mara
go.
and Faison is coming. They know that. And
Okay,
they
it's going
just
to be
smartly
4
back
members
off.
towards bot lane. Chosen One is without the teleport. The wave is getting pushed in.
Yeah, Faison's right here. Faison's right here.
Okay, Faison just trying to clear something up. Will they try to go for the tower? Top lane and
They
mid lane are
need
crumbling.
to. They need to right now.
They need
because
to do something about this. They are... Okay, Turing Esports are backing away, but Faison ran away as well. Do they think they can take the turn without Faison? They're going to see Faison mid lane in a second, so they might try to go for an answer towards them.
The wall-
Okay,
the wall comes out.
is really great.
Rutsko is
But
tanking the
Rutsko, he
turret.
doesn't have ulti. He is going to go down
Oh.
to Exkas. And Graves using his collateral damage.
Chosen One going for the mid lane. He knows that Faison is alone.
Febby still trying to fight, but
Whoa,
that's a flash coming out from
flash.
him. He gets a kill.
Mara is
Heal
right
keeps
here.
him alive. Will it be enough?
Oh,
That's another
that's
kill
another
coming out
kill.
from him. But what is going on in mid lane? Faison trying to
Faison
finish
gets
off
killed.
But that's
Oh.
not enough. But okay, so
Exkis and Mara. Exkis and Mara.
okay, let's
Mara
see.
is trying to
Okay,
kill
the
him,
Q is not enough. He doesn't,
doesn't
have
have
such.
flash.
But he's trying to reach her for the chilling smite, but that's not going to be enough. That's a flash from Metskas, flash from Mata.
And
But
the first
Rutsko,
bot turret
can
is
you
going to
defend
go
this? You
for
cannot.
Turing Esports.
The tower is going down, and they're on the aggressive onto Rutsko. They know
Rutsko,
he has no
doesn't have
ultimate.
ultimate.
Hextech ultimatum will
And
be enough to
he's
finish
just
him
dead. And it's 5 kills for Chosen One in the top lane.
It seemed like a lot of bad things happened for Dator Pasal in these last couple of minutes, but the gold lead didn't shake up too much, even with the first turret going down. It's the 3,000 gold lead still. It was like 2,500 or something like that. They're still trying to figure something out. There's 5 kills onto Chosen One already. They need to find the time for the Lissandra and the Graves to move up, find the Camille, and finish off the bounty. You know, get the shutdown, get someone rolling, get some kills onto Mata, because we did see he's one of the main carries for Dator Pasal in the previous game. But there's going to be a meeting in the jungle. Mata gets found by Etskas, and
They know that
Garbas
he doesn't
will
have
be
flash.
enough. Yep, he just
Yep.
goes down. Etskas with another kill onto the Talia.
There's a swap coming out. The Camille goes to the bot lane and she can't stand against the Alistar, the Draven, because she has 5 kills. And
Yeah, that's probably just going to be a herald, and Dator Pasal recognized that, so they're trying to put some pressure towards bot side in return. They do get one of the towers. Lissandra trying to answer the push in the mid lane, not having the greatest time against Tazas. Tazas trying to redeem himself in
yeah,
this
but
game.
look at the CS numbers facing against Tazas. Tazas is trying to redeem himself, as you already said. He has 126 CS to the 91 of Faison on the Lissandra. Yep,
Oh,
let's
and
go.
Chosen One like defending like a man, but it's a half tower gone already for Turing Esports in the bot lane. They're sending 2 more members to answer it, but Talia doesn't have her wall yet.
Well,
But
they need
Chosen
to
One might
back
engage
off, they
together
need to
with
back
Shen
off.
ultimate. Stand United comes out, and that's a 3 versus 2. No one will go
They're
down
both
for
dead.
Turing Esports. They're done. They're done, and that's a Drake is going to spawn in a matter of seconds. It's a Mountain Drake.
Yep, Mountain Drake spawning. That was
It's a bit of an overstay, to be honest.
a bit of an overstay. I think that was a really big overstay because you're not seeing any members of Turing Esports on the map,
yeah.
and you're still pushing the tier 2. Why?
Yeah, what's like, you know that they have enough engage, you know, Chosen
Yeah.
One has Hextech ultimatum.
You have a lead on your Draven. You have a lead in CS. You have a great kill score. The Draven is doing well. And you're just prioritizing some damage. You're not going to get that tier 2. You're not going to
Exactly.
get it.
And some
and you're
7 kills on Chosen One because of that.
You're standing against a 5 kill Camille. she has her finished Triforce. Right now, if the both of them go against the Camille...
Oh, there's something aggressive onto Rutsko. He
Rutsko
goes down for the 4th time in this game already. But Chosen One is moving in. That must be Faison going down as well. Will he? Okay, she flies towards Faison with Hextech Ultimatum.
Yeah, but Faison's dead.
Faison is down for sure.
Four deaths for Faison, 4 deaths for Rutsko.
Jesus.
This is not working out as they planned.
Such coin flip happening in this matchup so far.
Yeah, but coin flip is not playing today.
Coin flip's not playing today,
But
but
it's still a really big coin flip, and the Rift Herald spawned in the mid lane. They have 3 members there. There's nobody to answer from Dator Puzzle. This is a tier 2 in the mid lane right now.
Okay, the tower seems to go down for sure, but there are like the tier 1 towers still stand on both of the side lanes. They're just trying to...
Yeah, but Kaisa is left alone in the bot side. They're gonna see Draven and the Alistar, and the Kaisa is just going to take the turret. And right now,
Master has to do something about this. The ultimate wasn't enough to knock him away far enough, and that's... Okay, the dash cancelled by him. Etzka's tanking the tower. Homeless Master flashes out. Will Etzka's go down? And yes, Baby picks up a kill.
Draven. And right now, Mata going on the Chosen One.
Mata, you have to do something right now. Redeem yourself. The Ignite comes down onto Chosen One. Will it be a shutdown? No, it's not. And at the same time, bot lane, Faison trying to defend the situation. Chosen One lives with his 8 kills and the huge bounty on his head. It was enough.
They defended really good against the aggression from Turing, but still they have lost a lot. Look at the level lead for the mid laners. Level 10 on Faison and level 12 on Tazas for the mid laners. Taz's gonna spot Faison right here. He's going to try and kill him.
Okay, Faison. Okay, Faison sees.
Faison didn't get the blue buff.
He does have his ultimate, but the cleanse comes out as well. Where is he going the ground?
Great ground.
Okay,
he
Faison, buddy, pull yourself together. Now it's Homeless Master and Mata moving on to Tazas.
Shen is here.
Stand United. Goes down.
Right here. She's right here.
Turning it around. What a flash down coming on to Homeless Master.
Ritik's getting on the board. First kill for the Kaisa right here. Taz's on the Casio playing really good.
Oh, what a polarize onto Etzkas. But he's alone. He's alone. He has to use his ultimate here. He doesn't have it.
Right here.
Etzkas flashing away. Fabi trying to get some damage onto these 2 targets. But it's not enough.
Chosen One just gets the top lane turret, and right now they're just going to rotate to the bot lane turret, get that turret as well, and it's going to be a 4 turret lead to 2.
Yeah, just a couple of flashes going out from Etzkas, from Fabi with an aggressive game still, but that's a W. Hex the ultimate comes on to Mata. Mata goes down. And that's just another kill for Turing eSports. Already 17 in their pocket, and the turrets are falling.
The bot lane turret goes down, as we already mentioned, and
Chosen One. What is going on, my dude? Okay.
Rutsko going in. Okay.
You can see the blood boiling for both of the teams. Everyone trying to do their best to stay strong and show as much aggression as possible. But yeah, it's looking really grim for Dator Pasal, the 0-5-0 Faison in the mid lane playing the utility champion, not being able to pull it off. We did see 4 bans come out towards him in the draft phase, so he must not feel comfortable playing this champion.
50 CS down against Tazas in the mid lane. Not a great game for Faison. We highlighted him in the last game. He played really well in that game. But this game, we actually haven't seen him perform. He got a little bit... The flash burnt in the first exchange was actually the things that I think lost him the lane.
Yeah,
and the second gank from Etzkas was really well planned out. And
yeah, and it's like Chosen One is not on a tank this time. And now he's 9-0. Guys, take notes and, you know, just do your homework.
Yeah.
This is Camille on Chosen One.
Yeah, Turing, remember this draft and copy it throughout all of the season. And then our predictions that Turing can match up against Iron Wolves is going to come through, because Chosen One needs to not be on a tank, and they're good.
Yeah, like last time, Camille and Fiora was banned out, I believe. So both of the carry champions that Chosen One is comfortable on playing. But couple of minutes, nothing going down. So it's like Turing eSports pushing up all of the waves, waiting for the objectives to come up, which will be up in a minute.
In a minute, the Baron's going to spawn. They are doing the correct things that we already highlighted in the first game that Dator Pasala didn't actually do to close out the game even faster, but they are doing it correctly. Tazas staying down.
Oh wait, there's
Ritix?
a disconnect for Ritix. Will they be pausing the game?
Yep,
And yes,
it's a pause.
it's a pause. Okay, so far really grim. We will see a lot of stuff going down in like 40-50 seconds because the objectives will be spawning. And, you know, maybe Payson can finally make a great team fight happen because, you know, Fabi is still very strong. He has 2 items already.
Yep.
He can finish someone off with his axes. It's just, it just has to be the Payson, the Rutsko to set up the targets for them. You know, Mata still kind of strong right now as well. Maybe not as strong as Etskas, but they can still make it happen if they just use their champions properly.
Yeah, they need to execute the fights properly. They need to find the great flank from Payson, the great flank with Payson and the Poppy, and then just Rutsko goes in, and behind Rutsko there's Mata and Fabi on the Draven and the Graves. They need to find the perfect fight, and they can actually get back into the game. But right now it's looking it's a bit unlikely. There's a 5% chance, but if they get the great engages, the great flanks, they can try to turn this game around.
There's one tool to keep them alive in case someone gets locked up and tries to be taken down. There's like not a lot of flashes for like Chosen One doesn't have flash, Etskas doesn't have flash. Okay, Dator Pasala needs to have this written down, and they need to go for the engage onto these 2 champions. I mean, Chosen One has 0 deaths and 9 kills. I don't know how they're going to pull that off. But there's only one tool to keep them alive. That's the Stand United from Shen. Nothing else. There's no appeal. There's nothing. Like nothing how that can help Turing eSports.
Yeah, but actually looking from Turing eSports side, the Baron's about to spawn. It's 50 seconds away from Baron spawning, and Turing can actually burn through that Baron pretty quick.
They have
pretty
Cassio,
quick.
Talia, and Kaisa.
Yeah, right now, if we look at the minimap in the pause screen, we are looking at Rutsko and Payson going in to actually place some wards, because if they don't have vision of Turing taking the Baron, then if they just take the Baron, it's probably game.
But the thing is, a situation near Baron Pit is what Dator Pasala need, because they have Alessandra, Alistar, and the Poppy. So Poppy can knock away several targets at once. Okay, so we're back in the game. But as I said, Dator Pasala, it's like their comfort position near Baron Pit, because Poppy can knock away several targets at once, Lissandra can make a great ultimate come out, and the pulverizers will be very deadly in those choke positions as well.
Yeah,
so,
of course, I agree with you, but if they don't go in and contest the vision, how can they actually get the great engage?
That's
if Turing have the vision of from where is the Poppy coming? From where is the Lissandra coming? If they go 5-on-5, ARAM one against each other by the Baron Pit, then Turing are just gonna wipe them.
Oh, with Homeless Semester, okay. So it's Etskas in the bot side, even though Baron is spawning very soon. Dator Pasala didn't seem to recognize him being close to that because they have no wards.
There's another Mountain Drake just spawn, and that's gonna help their Baron take. Etskas is probably going to
division control on the top side.
Chosen One.
Chosen One
get jumped on.
Get finished off. Mata, you can do this, buddy.
Mata
gets the shutdown. Chilling Smite, and then Ignite comes out of him, but Stand United. Fabi's here as well.
Oh,
finally!
Shutdown.
Finally. From Chosen One.
800 gold going to Mata for this gank.
Okay, so they call on a decision to start the Baron. Am I correct?
Homeless Master doesn't have his teleport.
Okay,
Mata is recalling right.
Draven recognizes the fact that they started Baron, but as you mentioned with Cassio,
they are going.
It's burned off so quickly.
Oh my god, it's almost done.
Bye Baron buff. Turing eSports secures it with no effort.
Yeah, great pick onto Chosen One, but it was at a cost. They got the shutdown for Mata, and he got the 800 gold, but Turing recognized that Mata was too low, that he needed to recall at that moment, and they just straight up rushed to the Baron. Etskas dropped everything he was doing, and he wanted to take the Mountain Drake at the moment, but he just rushed to the Baron, and they just took it, because they know that Dator Pasala doesn't have any vision on it.
Exactly, the top side of the map was completely under control by Turing eSports, so they could do whatever they want. And you know, we did mention the fact that they finished it off very quickly. Now they have 2 Earth Drakes. So 1 lost team fight, and it's bye-bye Dator Pasol. The game is in the hands of Turing eSports for now.
Yeah, it's an 8k gold lead for Turing.
Will it be an engage onto Ekka's face and is trying to find an
Faison has
ultimate?
flash.
Why didn't he flash for it? I mean, okay, they didn't have vision behind Ekkas probably. That's why he didn't do so. But now it's aggression onto him. But a flash from Rutsko goes onto Ekkas. He tries to flash away,
down,
but it's not enough. Zhonya's coming out with Chosen One.
Homeless
Teleporting in. Wow, so much damage comes out on Dator
Draven dead.
He's dead, and that's
Rutsko is probably dead as well.
Ritix facing trying to get away, but that's a flash.
Chosen One.
He still goes away.
Chosen One with the E gets away, and Rutsko is probably dead. And right now, that was a...
Oh my god. So much damage.
Yeah, great engage from Rutsko and a great lockdown onto Ekkas, but they didn't put into account that Ekkas is going to probably have the stopwatch, and they also didn't communicate. This was a miscommunication that Chosen One has the teleport, and Homeless Master doesn't have his.
But the thing is, Tazas wasn't even in the fight.
Yeah.
But that's another E hitting face, and will it be enough to finish him off? Probably not, as they're backing away, because everyone from Dator Pasol
really low.
are spawning away.
Here.
Tazas finish him off.
Master.
Homeless Master will go down for sure, but what a great ultimate from
What
Fabi.
can Mana do?
Moto lands great collateral damage.
They're
Fabi,
really
you can
low.
do
Rutsko?
this. Rutsko, move in. Fabi, just a
Fabi,
couple
pop
of axes. No, he can't pull it off. A heal comes out, and they can't deal with all of the minions.
Yeah, they're just probably just going still to go to the bot lane and try to push up and get the second inhibitor down.
Tazas lands a great ultimate, just bursts the sides of Dator Pasol down really fast with Fabi.
Look at the inventory of Tazas. He has a Magi. He's 19 stacks right now.
Already, they finish off the second inhibitor of the match. They're just going to take it slow. They still have the burn buff. They're trying to find the third inhibitor now.
They're probably going to try to reset and rush to
is alone
to the top lane.
Etsko's just trying to get some control, I guess. A head start for his team. Push up the waves. As we see pings coming out, someone needs to keep standing mid lane to get the priority in case Dator Pasol push it out. And, you know, just send the rest of your squad top lane to finish off the third inhibitor of the match.
Yeah, this is a great map control. The Kai'Sa just got the red buff. Chosen One is going to the bottom lane because
Did you see them stacking up?
if Chosen One is left alone in the bottom lane, they're trying to find a cheeky pick to try to get him back.
Yeah,
they get spotted.
Oh, what a great scrying orb.
Great scrying.
Oh, that's just a lot of time wasted, which could have been used by clearing waves. It was a good try, but Turing eSports are experienced enough to recognize this. They're still trying to...
If Chosen One in the bot lane just pushes up, he can demolish these turrets. He has 3 items.
That's going to be an engage, face and moving
Try to
in.
get it.
Will it be a good ultimate
Homeless
from him?
just
Almost Master
burned
goes down
down.
already, but now it's Mata. Finished off. Ekkas is almost dead, but no, it's a double kill for Ritix. Now they're moving on to Faison. He tries to go away, but that's not enough. Ignite.
Faison dead. Ooh.
The poison finishes him off,
and
and
this
at
is game.
the same time,
Chosen One
just finishing off Fabi.
Destroying Fabi.
Will he finish him off? No, it's not, but the next
Tazas,
is surely going down.
25 Magi stacks. He showed up in that fight. 6-0-7. Fabi the only... Oh!
Wow, okay, that's the KDA game. Just getting another death onto Tazas. But, okay, this was... Oh, wow. I don't know. I mean, so many kills. So many kills for Turing eSports. I can't really tell which of these teams played better this series. Because it was just back and forth, back and forth.
I know what played better in this series. Taliyah.
Taliyah, for sure.
That Taliyah pick was actually the only pick that I can see that...
So impactful.
It was so impactful for both of the teams. Because the Taliyah with her passive, that she gets the passive movement speed in the river, for the jungler, she can roam through to any side of the map and she has the damage from the jungle position. Yeah, exactly. The Graves had the damage as well, but still, the Taliyah for both of the teams was the most impactful pick. Yeah. And we have to see what this pick is going to do for the whole of the season right now for these patches, because Taliyah looks like a really strong jungler at the moment.
But I want to make a special shout out towards Homeless Master, which is showing up in the top lane in these matches, standing against one of the greatest champions of Baltic's chosen one and doing such a great job as well. Even though he lost the second game, I think he was holding on really well. So well played by him in this series. And okay, so this series is finished. We'll be back again. We'll be back with the second match between the two Latvian teams. Data or BESL will still be playing. They're going to be warmed up.
Yep.
They're going to be matched against P9. But Davis, what can you say about Volt? Maybe you have to remind the viewers that there's a giveaway going on the stream.
Yeah, we are going to have a giveaway somewhere in the stream. Maybe it's gonna be after the pause. Maybe it's gonna be between the games. We don't know. But you need to write hashtag Volt in the chat, and we're going to give away 10 euros in Volt tokens that you can spend on delicious food in Volt. Yeah.
Yeah, and stay tuned because today's great games are very exciting, and I do believe that the next matches will be the same. And
yeah, the Latvian rivalry coming out in the next games. We have to see what's going to happen there.
It's going to get really hot. Yeah, and
yeah, we're gonna talk about that after the break probably.
Go big, go boom, with guns of boom. Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom, with guns of boom.
Lešik, butik, jau viss ir redzēts. Thriller, killer, tas viss ir redzēts. Skandāls, secret, viss ir redzēts. Creepy, crazy, jā, viss ir redzēts.
Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Un tagad pārsteidz mani.
Lūdzu, jaunā Helio interaktīvā televīzija nomaina Lattelecom ITV. Televizors, tālrunis un planšete darbojas kā viens vesels. Tagad pārvaldi un aizraujies pilnīgi jaunā līmenī. Izklaide progresē. Helio.
Oh girl, just say something. Oh baby, won't you say something? No running, you got me thinking about the state I'm in. Going back to that place we met. Yeah, I've been feeling lost somewhere deep within. No, I can't turn back, I need that grin, that loving. You say you want it, baby, take this in. You're feeling spent, but I know you want it, I know you want it. Oh girl, you know what I've been through. I don't know if I can do this on my own, no. Oh baby, tell me what to do. I don't know if I can do this on my own, no. I've been drinking, think I'm faded. Way too much, don't think I'll make this on my own, no. Well fuck it, I'm just saying I don't know if I can go through this alone.
fire in my head, got me on edge. I'm going out tonight, faded on a thread. Don't know what's next, I wanna feel alive. I kissed a stranger in a white dress. She put a crown on top of my head, said every king needs a queen in his bed. I said, hey girl, I'd like to stay here for a while, just you and I, far from the places we can't get away from. She said, hey boy, I like your style, I'll let you play me for a while. Play me till the sun rises, play me like a violin. Here with you now, not coming down. Leave my insanity up here in the clouds. Look what we found, oxygen we can breathe. Let the madness slowly undress, rip the mask off over our heads. We can dive down deeper instead. I said, hey girl, I'd like to stay here for a while, just you and I, far from the places we can't get away from. She said, hey boy, I like your style, I'll let you play me for a while. Play me till the sun rises, play me like a violin. Play me till the sun rises, play me till your hands give in, play me like a violin. Play me till the sun rises, play me till you can't hide it, play me like a violin. Play me till the sun rises, play me till your hands give in.
Hello and welcome back. We are about ready to go in match 2. This match is going to be played B9 against Dator Pasaule.
And yeah, as you mentioned already, Dator Pasaule getting a really solid warm-up, playing against Turing eSports,
Yep.
going 1-1. Yeah, like my expectations were blown away, as I wanted some really great game from Turing eSports, so they finally showed that they're one of the strongest teams in Baltics. They slip up, and it's 1-1, and they receive only 1 point in the standings, which is not going to help their standings at all.
Yeah, we wanted to see Turing to actually show us that the hype that we are building for them is the same as for Iron Wolves that we are building the hype, but they didn't show it in the first game, and Dator Pasaule showed that their early game is really crisp. They didn't show it in the second game. They misplayed, but the picks to watch here is going to be the Thalia. From the first match, we saw that which team got the Thalia actually won the game, but in retrospect, we actually have to note that P9 maybe watched the games before.
Might be so, they don't have many more cards to play. But let's get into the matchup and see more about the players on the both teams. As we already mentioned, Dator Pasaule has Homeless Master, this time in top lane because Godux couldn't make it. Mata in the jungle, Faison in the mid lane, and Fabi and Rutsko in the bot lane.
And opposite to them, the same 10 Latvian players, and for P9 side, it's going to be Rouge in the top lane, Fritzis in the jungle position, DJ Betons in the mid lane, Clydex and Basils running out the comps in the bottom lane.
Yeah, and it's one of the most known veteran players, the 10 most known players in Latvia, basically. One of the best ones at least, facing off against each other today in Baltic Esports League, which is going to be very exciting. But there's benefits to the fact that Dator Pasaule played out 2 matches already. As we said, they have warmed up, but at the same time they have revealed their cards for today.
Yeah, maybe they have some cards already shown, but we have to note some of the players from both of the teams. But Mara in the jungle has played really well all the weeks. He has performed. He is the smart jungler from Dator Pasaule's side that you already mentioned. He's 6th in KDA 2.8, 3rd in kill participation. He is around the map all the time, and he has 19 kills for a jungler. That's really good.
Yeah, he's like 2nd most kills on the jungle position, but at the same time, Fritz we do know everyone is really hyping him up, that he's showing great performance on all of these aggressive champions. He's 1st in terms of KDA, 8.29, that's absolutely insane. Kill participation 1st as well, 43%, and in the kills, right up above Mata, he has 27 kills already. Fritz is an absolute monster in the Baltic Esports League Season 2.
That's a big gap between the kills. That's 2nd is Mara with 19, and the next one, 1st position is Fritzis with 27 kills. That's almost 10 kills.
Crazy.
That's 8 kills apart. He is destroying the opposition in the jungle position, and this is our matchup to actually watch. That's the junglers, the smart jungler going against the aggressive smart jungler, I would say. You probably know a little bit more about Fritz's than I do, but Mata against Fritz's is actually both the junglers is what I am going to watch for in both of these games that we're gonna have now.
Yeah, the thing is, like, a very good thing is that Mata has been put in the jungle instead of Homeless Master, because Homeless Master has a similar playstyle to Fritz's, but not being aggressive. He's just a tiny bit washed up in that department. Fritz's, he's the new talent. He has picked up a similar playstyle like Homeless Master, playing all of these aggressive champions and doing a fantastic fantastic work on these aggressive champions. But Mata, being one of the smartest junglers, I'd say, in the Latvian scene, he's the one that should be put against Fritz's, and he will have the understanding and the knowledge on how to counter something like that. So, you know, I'm still kind of on Mata's side. I think he can figure this out and shut Fritz's down.
Yeah, but we touched on the top laners in the first matchup that we had, touring against Dator Pasol. We have to note again, Godox is not playing.
Not playing.
It's the substitute jungler from Dator Pasol, Homeless Master, that's going to play in the top lane against Rouge. So this top lane can go either way. We saw already that Homeless is really aggressive.
Yeah, if he can hold up against Chosen One, Rouge shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, Rouge shouldn't be a problem, but we already saw that Homeless wants to play the tanks. And if Rouge picks a carry matchup into the tanks, he can snowball and he can win the game. If maybe that was just against Chosen One, maybe he's that good on the carries, but maybe Rouge can pick up some carries to play against Homeless and try to abuse this jungler that's put in the top lane position.
I mean, P9, they look a lot more stable in the team sense, but at the same time, I do feel that Faison is the one who's going to open up opportunities for Dator Pasol. Because DJ Betons, I don't know. It's a big question mark.
Yeah, if we touch on the mid laners, then I can say about Faison. Faison, in the Yasuo game that he had, you hyped him up as a really big Yasuo player. I saw the game. He did really good. He outplayed the enemy team and so on. But with Faison, there's a really big hit or miss.
Yeah,
because
if it's going to be a 0-5-0 Lissandra again,
then that's a miss. I don't want Faison on my team.
Exactly.
But if P9 target Faison again in the mid lane, then DJ Betons is going to have a field day against Faison, because we already saw you banned 4 aggressive assassin champions against Faison. Faison falls back to Lissandra, performs not so good, and he just gets rolled over. We have to see what's going to happen, because for DJ Betons, I have seen great plays out of him. He most notably, I have seen his Syndra performances.
Yep.
He played really clean, really good gameplay. I want to see what Faison brings. Maybe he has some other picks to show here, but this is going to be a great matchup in the mid lane.
Yeah, this is something to look out for. But if Faison has warmed up against Tazos already, why should DJ Betons be a problem for him?
Yeah.
So,
true.
You know, if the draft phase goes well, I give it to Faison. But if it does not, he can be abused really easily.
Yeah.
We saw the Lissandra game. It was not a fluke. It can happen, and it can happen again as well. But, you know, I don't know. I don't think... I just believe in Faison this time. I don't think DJ Betons can pull this off. I think Fritz's is like the shadow in this matchup, because I think he's the one leading the pack. You know, he's using DJ Betons to his fullest potential. He's making the plays happen, and he's like the one leading the situation in the mid jungle. I've experienced something like that myself as a mid laner. when I have to be the one to support him up. But Faison, he's not a player like that. He just needs those 4 champions which were banned out. You know, if he doesn't have it, he's going to break down. So are they really going to waste 4 bans on the Faison? I think not.
Maybe they will not, but we have to see what's going to happen here. But in the bottom lane, we have Kaleidex against Fabi and Rutsko, and Basils as well in the support position for P9. This bot lane, pretty strong bot lanes going up against each other. We saw 2 Draven games from Fabi already. He played really good actually in both of the games. I would say that Fabi had the potential to carry on the Draven. We have to see what's going to happen here, but
they just need to pick Varus. Kaleidex has to pick Varus in the earlier draft phases, because Draven was opened up only in the second phase of the picks, and they banned Varus both of the times.
Yep.
So why not just pick up the Varus earlier? He's a very strong, even after the small nerf to his base health. I think it's totally enough. Let him just play the Varus. He's very good at it, and you just completely neutralize the fact that Draven can be picked up.
Yeah, that's a pretty great thought process, I think. But we already saw in the previous games that Dator Apostle just they banned the Varus in the second phase, but maybe Fabi has a counter matchup we haven't seen. Maybe even Turing scouted before that Fabi can play against the Varus with some other picks, or maybe they don't want the Varus and they just don't want to pick it. But right now, Fabi's Draven looks pretty clean to me.
Yeah, even when they were behind in the second game, he still showed that he can deal a lot of damage. Even when being behind, he farmed up really well. And he did show good game on in both cases when the Draven was picked up. But it just, I don't know, I'm still focused on the mid jungle. It needs to be Mata stepping up with his experience and his shot calls. It needs to be Faison to pull himself together and make the correct mechanical plays. And I just believe that 2 of them, very experienced Latvian players, can work it out and shut down Fritz's and DJ Beton's duo.
Yeah, we're going to have to see what's going to happen, because we are in the champ select right now, and the Cassiopeia ban and the Yasuo ban towards Faison. The Cassiopeia, Faison didn't like facing that, and he knows that P9 was watching, and they just banned
DJ Beton plays a lot of Cassiopeia himself.
Yep.
It's like one of his main champions. And okay, 2 of the assassins banned out away from Faison, and
the respect ban for Fritz's in the jungle position, the Evelyn ban.
Just hard to deal with the champion in general. And Natalia, as you mentioned, taken away. So the first pick will have to be something else. Might be Graves, might be Camille, maybe. Okay, so it's a Braum negating an answer, negating an Ornn or something. But we did see Homeless Master play Ornn, even against Braum. So it wasn't like a huge problem. But still not the most optimal pick. Let's see what they answer that with. I would go with, maybe Graves Varus. Maybe.
It could be Graves Varus. It also could be like a Gragas, maybe.
Yeah, Gragas is
a solid jungle pick at the moment. And, but no, it's the
Rutsko.
Rutsko third game on Alistar today, and
Kindred
the Kindred is left open.
Yeah,
we didn't
totally
talk
forgot.
about. We didn't talk about the Kindred. It's left open right now, and Dator Pasal just take the Kindred and Alistar. Comfort pick for Rutsko right now. 3 games going to be played on the Alistar, and great pick, I think.
Yeah, and it might be a Camille for Rouge in the top lane. He likes to play the champion as well. Kha'Zix for Fritz's against Kindred. If he slips up, it's going to be very hard after the level 6 to deal with the Kindred, who you can't burst off. And that's a Kai'Sa paired up with a Braum. Very solid 2 picks as well in the bot lane.
Yep, this is probably going to be a lock-in for the Draven.
This is the same matchup as we saw today in the first game.
Yep, this is completely the same matchup. And we saw what happened the first game of the day. Completely the same matchup. Kai'Sa Braum against Draven Alistar. And the Draven Alistar just dominated the lane. And
yeah, Clydex and Basilisk just need to show that they can do a better job than Ritix and
Gyarados,
in the bot lane. Yeah, and okay, let's see what else they can ban out. The mid lane still hasn't been picked up. The top lane as well.
Syndra ban, respect ban for DJ Betons.
Okay,
he has been playing a lot of Syndra right now.
The next one should be Vladimir banned out. Let's see if we're correct. So 3 assassins already banned away. What was the 4th one that they banned previous time? It was Tallin.
Tallin. This is probably going to be... Every team is respect banning Facing a lot.
Oh, so Vladimir is still open. Do they want to pick Vladimir for themselves? Renekton is banned away from Rouge. Let's see if they ban it out themselves. I don't think Facing has played much Vladimir, but it's still very much a possibility.
I think this is going to be a Talon ban towards Facing because nobody likes to...
I think it's actually the Talon isn't a good ban against Facing. I think he is much better on something like Orianna or Rise.
Poppy banned, targeting Homeless Master. What's going to happen
Have
now?
it very much like an Alistar in the top lane and Jenna going bot lane. That's
completely normal.
Completely fine. But you know, it's probably just a placeholder for now. Let's see what happens. Oh, maybe it actually... Oh, yeah, as I mentioned.
Rise.
Malzahar. Huh?
What's going...
Malzahar is a great pick on the Champions League. Oh, what? Okay.
What the fizz? Nice.
Like, there's no stopping now. There's a fizz in the mid lane. It is going to get dirty. Will it be answered by a Vladimir in mid lane?
What?
Or Orianna. Orianna is fine, but I don't know. Maybe paired up with the Kazakhs, it's pretty good. Maybe he's just trying to find
they need a little bit more engaged. They'll need a little bit more of the CC potential.
Yeah, I guess. Since the jungle is like a Kazakhs.
Yeah, the Kazakhs doesn't bring any CC from the jungle position, so they needed a little bit more CC, and maybe it comes from the mid lane. We have to see what's going to go in the top lane right now.
Is it really going to be that simple?
Malphite.
Okay, a cannon is a good answer to Malphite.
The Nasus
is their usual placeholder, but no, it's... Cannon seems fine, to be honest.
Aatrox?
Aatrox is not optimal in this situation,
I wouldn't actually see Homeless Master playing Aatrox. I don't know why.
Is he just going to stack it away? Homeless Master on the Nasus? Okay. It's literally the same as the first game. So it's just one of the last 2 picks. It's a Norn when a Braum was picked in the earlier stages of the game. I guess it's just utilize Homeless Master fully because it is an autofill top laner basically who will have to play against the Malphite. So you just put him on Norn. He's going to be useless either way, which he did prove in the first game that we watched today.
Yeah, he's going to probably be aggressive in the top lane against the Malphite. Don't actually know how he's going to match up against it, but it's a tank v tank matchup. It's a wet noodle fight, but if Homeless Master is playing in the top lane, maybe it's not a wet noodle fight. The tanks going up each other because Homeless Master likes to play that top lane, as we already saw in the 2 games of preview of him in top lane.
His Facing going heal.
Facing? Change your summon spells, please.
Okay, it's a heal on Fizz against an Orianna who has an Ignite. Okay.
He changed to Ignite, yeah.
Interesting. I'm actually in love with Dator Pasal's lineup for this game because, the thing that Pina have to do is get a good Malphite and Orianna combo onto the engage, which is going to be followed up by Kaiser's ultimate for sure. But there's so many things which can keep them alive. Draven can stop the Kazakh's jump with his E.
Yeah.
Fizz can survive it with his E as well. And Kindred has her ultimate in the end. So if the trigger play fails, it's going to get turned around really fast because don't forget Dator Puzzle have 2 marksmen on their lineup.
Yep.
There's no way that P9 is going to get away after making a bad engage. So they have to be very careful with their macro plays.
Yeah, but if we look at the late game, for example, late game Fizz, that's late game for us is 30 plus minutes. It's really hard to execute. Actually, you have to land your ulti really on the back line, and it's pretty hard. But if we look,
he can do
it. Yeah, but still, if we look at P9's composition here, if it gets past the 30-minute mark, I think their engages could go spot on and just wipe the Dator Pasal's draft. This is again a draft we already have seen from Dator Pasal. They are focusing on early to mid game to win the early mid game and then snowball their lead into a victory. We already saw in the first game of the day that they can execute it, but against P9, we actually don't know what's going to happen right here. We have to see what's going to happen in this game.
It's going to be... I mean, the fact that Oriana doesn't have... I guess she'll be picking up like a nullifying orb or something. But at the same time, you really want Mana Flow Band as well if you want to keep poking. But he went for Ignite. So when Fizz actually does hit level 6, it's going to get quite risky for him to stand in the lane in general. Because there's always the Kindred factor as well. I don't know if... I don't think Kha'Zix is a very strong champion in general right now, but you know, I might be wrong. Maybe he's a fantastic pick into Kindred. But it's just that my confidence is kind of sliding towards Mata and Faison regarding the draft phase.
Yeah, for the junglers and mid laners, yeah, I'm leaning more towards Mata and Faison because I think their 2v2 is better than P9's 2v2.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So if we are correct with this argument that Kindred and Fizz will overcome Oriana and Kha'Zix, then all of the factors play towards Dator Pasal because botlane is a winning matchup.
Yep, we already saw that in the 2 games.
Yeah, and there's Homeless Master with Ornn against the Malphite. What is the problem there? There's like no problem. Yep. You know? It's... Fritzis will have to figure something out and Mata will have to deal with it.
Yep,
that's how the early game is gonna go. And I believe Dator Pasal can make it through regarding the draft phase.
Yeah, but you mentioned problems. My problem at the moment is I'm getting a little bit hungry, and you need to remember that there's a giveaway going on. You need to write #Bolt in the chat, and maybe after this game, maybe after the second game, we will give away 10 euros of Volt tokens for the winner that writes #Volt in the chat. So stay tuned for that, and maybe you can get some food that I haven't got in the morning for breakfast.
Same, I haven't eaten anything, and it's 3 in the afternoon already. I don't know, we have to order something quick.
Dator Pasal, if you're listening to us, make it a quick one.
Make it a quick one, guys.
Because we are hungry, we are looking out to go and order some Bolt right now, but yeah, we're here casting some great League of Legends here in the Baltic Esports League.
Let's see, nothing unusual in the runes that are picked for these players. Comet for Rouge, very interesting. I mean,
no, that's normal. That's normal. Normal runes for Malphite.
But you're up against Ornn. Will it really be optimal? I don't know. But in any case.
The Dark Harvest for Kha'Zix.
Yeah. Dark Harvest seems to be coming back in the meta slowly.
Yeah, because the electrocute nerfs in the last patch.
Yeah, and in the team fights, if the game pulls on too long, I still think P9 will come out ahead. To be honest, because I don't know, like all of these champions on the side of Dator Pasal are very short ranged. That's a fact. But at the same time, if like a Malphite gets a good flank or a Kha'Zix gets a good pick, you know, maybe a Kindred can't, you know.
Yeah, but like, they need to stack up for the Kindred ultimate. But at the same time, if they stack up for the Kindred ultimate, the Malphite and the Oriana will just time when the Kindred ultimate ends, and they're just gonna jump into them. This is going to be like a matchup between ultis, I would say. Which one has the trigger finger on the correct button at the moment? Because if Mata on the Kindred releases his Lamb's Respite a little bit too early.
Oh, and we're back. Okay, so
there's
still the replay bug that we had to restart the client. But okay, we are back and everything is fine. I'll check all of the unnecessary things we have. And okay, they're both
We're right
starting
into laning phase, yeah.
Yeah, they're both starting bot side. Both of the junglers, so they might meet up in the top side river after picking up the buffs, but you know, it can go either way. Both of them finish off in a similar time. Okay, yeah, they go for the second camp. Everything is a-okay. Both of the mid laners go for Corruption Potion, and Fizz has to be abused in the early game.
Yeah, Fizz as a melee champion against Orianna. Orianna wins a lot of the matchups in the mid lane. You probably know even more. But Orianna usually wins the matchups in the early game, and Fizz is a good pick to assassinate with. But
Kindred is already moving in. She's very close. Mata, can you make this work? Orianna is way out of position. She will have to blow. No,
but he doesn't have a red buff.
Walks away. Okay, so the time warp tonic, like, she starts channeling her Corruption Potion and just
but
gives
Mata
her
is
enough
doing
speed.
a great job right here because he is forcing DJ Betons to take the long route around, and
yeah, and Faison's just farming up.
Faison's just farming, getting experience. That was a great, actually, he didn't burn any summers, but that was a great, like, tour by through the mid lane to relieve some pressure for Faison in the mid lane so he can farm and get the levels. Right now he's level 3, and the Orianna just
at the same time the wave is stacked up horrifically, to be honest. But yeah, Orianna is trying to... I actually don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess Faison feels safe in this huge minion wave, but he's taking up so much poke already. He's so low.
He still has
Will the ignite go?
There's
but there's first blood already somewhere. And DJ
Betons just kills Faison one-on-one. But still the first blood goes to the Kazakhs.
Our expectations are totally crushed.
Yeah, solo killed by Fritzes in the jungle, and he's moving up on top lane for Homeless Master.
Okay, let's see if the red buff has been ticked off. The
flash from Homeless Master. Yep. Great.
Slow isn't enough.
Yeah, Fritzes was on the in the top side, and Homeless Master, as we already saw, he was pushed up in the lane non-stop in the first 2 games. And right here, he just saw Mata getting killed by Fritzes and still pushed up. This was an unnecessary risk he just took and just burnt his flash for nothing.
And Kazakhs is so far ahead of Kindred right now just because he got the buff from Mata in the top side. He did pick up his red buff, so his blue buff still stands. He's going to save it up a little bit.
And plus of that, he took the mark that was on the top side scuttle from Kindred. So he is
just showing off that he can do this and he can take Mata down.
Yeah, the new star rookie jungler everybody's looking at, and he's trying to destroy Mata, the smart veteran jungler on Datar Pasal's side, and we have to see what's going on.
And in the bot lane, it's a similar thing as the first game. There's actually already been some summoners burned out on both of the sides, but Draven is on a CS lead so far. I mean, yeah, it's like 1,000 gold lead already, and it's barely been 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's 1,000 gold lead, but this matchup goes that way. Draven pushes you in and tries to harass you every time he can do that, and this is the same matchup from the first 2 games, and Draven wins it in the first levels, but right now Clydex has his farm similar to Draven. Yeah, there's a big wave stacking up for the Draven, but this is going as planned for Datar Pasal.
This is a bit weird. Okay, Kindred is gonna... Is she gonna try to look for something? The wave is totally pushed in.
And they see Kazakhs on the bot side. That's why Mata can move in and try to get his jungler, but...
do the Scuttler, which is gonna spawn any second now in the topside river. But
bad RNG.
Are they really trying to look for a dive? No, Homeless Master surely can't finish off the cannon minion in time.
Maybe he's about to
just take the wave, Mata. Just hold it off. Okay, this is fine.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Yeah, that's good. Maybe Homeless Master is gonna hit level 6 after this cannon. No.
Oh, he just backs away. This was a bit sad.
This was wasted time from Mata. I was actually...
Oh, there's level 6 on Rouge. Will he try to finish Homeless Master off?
Homeless Master goes in.
Okay,
but we have to remember that both of them don't have any damage because they're both tanks. But bad RNG for the Kindred because...
Oh, but wait, there's another ultimate coming. Oh, Homeless Master! The substitute top laner for Dr.
killing Rouge in the top lane.
Wow, he still flashes as well. What is going on? Is Fritz is going to answer this with a kill for himself? Probably not. He can't reach him for sure. He doesn't have
But he
his
doesn't
flash.
have flash.
Oh wait,
right
there's
in
a
the
kill onto
What?
DJ Betons. Well played by Dr. Pasol.
Yeah, facing using his ulti.
Alright, everything is fine.
They're getting back.
Oh, what? The bot lane going down
lane?
as well. There's a dive. Glidex trying to flash away.
Oh,
He finishes off Rutzko.
Yeah, he gets the return kill. That's really well played.
But Mata is very close already. Maybe they can use this cannon wave that's coming up to do a lot of damage onto the turret. He's trying to push it up as fast as possible. But no, Mata is just trying to recall.
Yeah, but look at the minion wave. This cannon wave is going to hit, and Clydex is going to get a lot. He's going to lose a lot
Yeah,
of
there's
minions.
already 22 minion lead for Draven.
It's already a big lead for the Draven in the bot lane, and he just got another kill. He just got his money and straight back buying a BF sword and boots and some wards. And going back to that lane and trying to destroy Clydex on the Kai'Sa.
This is a real vacation for Fabi today because it's the third Draven game in a row for him.
Yeah, next time P9 just take him off his comfort. He's played.
How do they not understand that Fabi is fantastic on this champion?
Yeah, he already in losing situations he even showed that he can dominate on the Draven. He can make it work, and they still don't ban the Draven. They're putting 4 bans on Facing in the ban phase, but not respecting Fabi's Draven. But Mata gets spotted on the ward, yeah, and DJ Betnon smartly backs off, but Mata still.
Let's see if Fritzes can make something happen in the bot lane. There's an engage coming on, but
Clydex is really low.
Losing a lot of health, but Draven goes down so
they
quickly.
They shut down the Draven. That's really good. Rutzko gets caught by the Braum ultimate right here.
Mata is nowhere near. Mata is not doing
This should be
anything.
a kill for Clydex. Yep, 3 kills on Clydex on the Kai'Sa right now. This is really good, well played by them.
Homeless Master almost gets another kill in the top lane, by the way.
Yeah, all the action happening. The substitute top laner, Homeless Master, showing up in the top lane, making Rouge pay for this pick, and he stayed. He didn't back. He's so low health, staying against Homeless Master.
Trying to reach the experience at least. Oh, but there's... Okay, well, was there an engage in the mid lane? He was very close to the turret already, but no,
Fizz has still his Jumble Wars. He probably didn't use it, but still DJ Betons is pretty afraid of the Kindred being there.
They're still sticking around.
They're going for the Raptor Camp to get Mata the Raptor Camp, but
they do find Fritzes, but he dashes forward. The Chum the Waters misses. Will the slow be enough to do enough damage?
He doesn't have E.
Facing is forced to flash away. Okay,
but they get the Kindred mark and they smartly back off. They know the Jumble Waters didn't hit, and they need to back off at that moment. And that was a great exchange. Mata got his first mark of the game, but he's moving in for bot lane.
Can they make anything happen? The wave is pushed up towards P9's side, and the turret is half health already. But no, Mata is just choosing to take it slow. He's going to farm up. Both of the solo lanes have recalled after getting priority. So it's been very calm for now, and there's a slight gold lead for P9 after the fight. After the fight in bot lane.
Yeah, but right now they're actually looking to shut down the Kai'Sa, which the Kai'Sa has 3 kills at the moment, and this losing lane, so to speak, isn't so losing anymore if the Kai'Sa has 3 kills and she can match the Draven. Yeah, she can't probably 2v2 the lane right at the moment because Draven is a lane bully, a really big lane bully.
She hasn't bought enough items yet to be strong enough. Kai'Sa needs to know her limits, needs to take it slow, and just scale up into the mid game with these 3 kills that she's acquired. Yeah, meanwhile, in the top lane, there's like 13, 12 minion gold minion lead for Homeless Master. Homeless substitute superstar.
Yeah, Homeless is just showing up in this game.
Yeah, he's
being substituted to the top lane position, but
okay, there's going to be 2 separate plays happening. Let's see if Kazakhs can make a play on the Homeless Master happen.
Flash burn.
A lot of health.
Homeless using his ulti.
Save him, nice ulti, but he is going to go down. There must be an answer play in the bot lane. Mata, you have to move in.
Clydex and Clydex really respecting that Kindred wasn't in the top lane, and right now
there's a teleport coming out as well. Unbreakable will keep Rutsko alive for the time being as the teleport gets channeled. He jumps in to try to get a mark onto Mata. Lamps respite. Will keep him alive for now. Rouge going very low. He flashes away and Rouge goes down. Ignite onto Clydex. Will they keep up the pressure? There's a teleport channel towards top lane, so that's going to get answered, and that's a cannon wave coming. Oh, there's a diving! Pulverize onto Blazils and he goes down. Rutsko doesn't have his ultimate. Chop the waters hit Clydex, but Rutsko goes down in return. That's a kill. That's shutdown.
Shutdown for Draven. 3 kills. Oriana is here. DJ Betons is too late, and the Draven and the Fizz. And this is
Doran is top lane already. He's pushing up the wave, and there is no teleport for Rouge as it was channeled towards bot lane. Great play from Dator Pasol as they take the 2,000 gold lead.
Yeah, right now they need to just back off, reset, and put their bottom lane down. Put their bottom lane up to the top lane and get priority on the Rift Herald because
this is literally like the first game.
Yeah, this is literally like the first game, but right now they understood the first game's mistake that they didn't rotate fast enough and they spent time on that Drake.
Correct.
They listen to you and they know that they need to swap their bottom lane up to top side and secure that Rift Herald to secure that mid lane, because the Oriana with only the minions can just clear it out and you're not gonna get that mid lane turret. You need to secure that Rift Herald, and Homeless Master understands his first game mistake and doesn't need to die at the moment.
He understands that he doesn't need to die. That's very, very well put. Everyone should understand something like that, but that's going to be the Cloud Drake picked up by P9, and at this situation, the Ornn had to be bot lane already, but it might be a dive coming out from Dator Pasala, will it? Probably not. This is so slow by Dator Pasala. What is going on? The Ornn was just walking around. They said a couple of words. Now they only know that they start the Herald. It will be finished.
Why did they opt in to trade turrets at the moment? I don't understand. They should just.
There's a Noti coming out on.
Just to clear the minions in the bottom lane. So
okay, that's fine. Good job, actually. What a great ulti. Yeah, but Fabi.
But Homeless Master still needs to.
Okay, there might be trouble for DJ Betons. The Ornn ultimate coming out. Will it hit? It does hit. Chump the Waters will be chained up. Pulverize. Will he go down? But no stopwatch. Great stopwatch coming out from him. Homeless Master trying to do something. What a shockwave onto 2 targets, but Unbreakable will be enough. Will the ignite and the basics be enough? No. Facing goes down and the ignite is not enough.
And DJ Betons still alive and Mata down.
He goes down, and it's another kill.
Fritz has got Rutsko. And this is a big overdive from Dator.
Homeless Master goes down and Clydex gets a turret bottom. Clydex wasn't in the fight and they still managed to pick up 4 kills. Only Fabi alive.
And the 3k gold lead that we were talking about is dead even right now. This was a big overdive from Dator.
That's another tower going down. Another tower.
Oh no.
Okay, so another tower going down. It's going to be 2-2 tower-wise. What? Okay, so they need to utilize the Herald right now. Oriana's backing. You have respawned and you're already in the lane. Use the Herald immediately.
Get your tempo back right now. Use the Herald in the mid lane. Get your tempo back. Get the mid lane turret.
Yeah, just so these weird dives and overforces don't happen, you need to get rid of the tier 1 tower in the mid lane.
Yeah, because this was a really overzealous dive because Rutsko tanked up like 3 or 4 turret shots. Then Homeless tanked up 3 or 4 turret shots.
And then Faison going down.
Faison diving through the 2nd tier turret. That was a little bit too much and unnecessary because you can play it slow with the Rift Herald and just get the turret with not losing. Not even to mention that they didn't rotate as fast enough as they needed, and Clydex just got a free turret that you didn't need to actually do if you're...
No, they're looking to do something about Fritz. As a Pulverize hits Chum the Waters, misses as the leap dodges it. Wasn't enough to chain it up. Now mid lane priority is going to be given away by Dator Pasol as they are for bot side.
But look at top lane. Braum is top lane.
He's going to get dove by 2 of the members. He goes down for sure. But the Herald goes down bot lane.
What they can get in the bot lane.
Quickly. They can... Okay.
Yeah, they don't even get the top lane...
They're
And top lane
backing.
turret.
Oh, he's trying to cancel the recalls. Oh no, he tried to hit Orianna or.
No,
Okay.
he tried to cancel the recalls, but if you hit the Orianna, the axe automatically just comes back, I think. But still, they're going to get
Oh,
a
Rouge
tier
gets an
3.
ultimate onto 2 targets. Mata
One
is half
auto
health
attack.
already. And Orianna will try to get a good shockwave, but she gets engaged on Lamb's Respite. Shockwave hits 2 targets, and he's trying to get into Lamb's Respite. It's not
DJ
enough.
Bretons gets in the Lamb's Sprite and gets
DJ Betons does
Oh.
not go down. That's 3 kills for
3 kills
P9.
for none.
Oh
and
my
they
God.
didn't even get the tier 3 turret. It's 1 HP. And DJ Betons with the calculated plays living on 1 HP 2 times in a row, playing it great.
Fritz
Lands the shockwave 1v3 and just walks in the Lamb's Respite to save his life. That was a great play from DJ Betons.
is 4-0 as well.
Fritz is 4-0.
6 assists as well. He's doing a hell of a good job so far in this game. But the thing is, P9 only got kills in that situation. They didn't get the top tower, they didn't get anything. It's still 2 towers for P9 and that's it.
We have to stop here for one moment. This Malphite is an AP Malphite.
There's a
Proto belt for the Malphite.
He has 89 creeps. What are you thinking, Rouge? What a madman, my dude. With all due respect, this is just going to make it more entertaining for me. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Rouge. I want to see that
Oh my
tactical nuke Malphite in this
Tactical
game.
Malphite.
We have
Proto belt comes off cooldown. Let's see if he makes a good engagement.
Jumbo
I have to
Waters
jump the
goes
waters.
wide.
Face him. Just start hitting your ultis, buddy. Okay,
This-
but that's just another tower. P9 seem to be in the lead, but they lose a tower. But don't overforce, please.
Don't force
Okay,
it.
Braum has no wall, but the ultimate will not do much work. It's just going to be a disengage. Bot lane, they have the priority, but the top lane, someone has to clear out the bait.
Yeah, but I'm in love with P9's vision control. You look at the Barons, the top side of the map, so many wards. But if we look at the side of Dator Puzzle, they just placed the wards walking out, but they have full vision of where Dator Puzzle is on the map, and they know where to be and where to engage on. This is some great vision control from P9's side, but still, they're going for the kills. They're
It
not.
seems like P9 aren't the aggressors.
Yeah.
It's like every time that Datar Puzzle fail with their engage, they just, slip up.
Yep. In my opinion, P9 are just playing reactively at the moment.
Exactly, yeah.
But
Datar
they
Puzzle
are.
is trying to make these insane plays, but
But they're. But yeah, we have to look it from Datar Puzzle's side as well. They're making the proactive plays to keep up the tempo at the moment. There's another Cloud Drake spawning, and it's going to get secured by the P9 side. But yeah, we were talking about they are playing reactive. But if they don't try,
Jump the Waters hit Rouge.
Remember
Will
this-
he go for it?
Oh.
Okay.
the Proto Belt
At least-
saved him.
At least he hits his ultimate this time.
Yeah, at least this is the second ultimate he hits the.
Oh, what
whole
the
game.
heck? What is going on? Fabi? A
Fabi?
bit of a missed position by him. He goes down very quickly to Fritz's. It's his 5th kill in the game already. DJ Beton's trying to control the bot side of the map for now. Trying to farm up as best he can. Trying to go for the Zhonyas as his second item to counter these insane dives which are possible by Fizz and Alistar.
Yeah, but Fritz is showing up in this game. Really great plays. 5-0-6 on the Kazakhs. We already talked that we don't think that the Kazakhs is a really great jungle pick, but Fritz is showing up on this pick and proving us wrong here and now. And this is a great performance by the rookie
This is
jungler.
crazy. Okay, so the top lane seem to be... Okay, so the top lane is basically freezing for now in the middle of the lane. No control for that lane. Okay, Draven is going to push up bot lane. And Orianna and Braum are recalling for now. So this is the moment where they need to move in the topside river and get control while they're still recalling. While they're still coming back, and you do see them pathing towards topside because they want to get control of the Baron pick, because it is the 21st minute already and they are trying to clear out vision throughout the river and get some priority in the mid lane. Draven needs to regroup with them in the topside as well. Maybe Orange should back and go bot lane?
Yeah, but Mara is getting such an unlucky RNG this game. He has only 2 stacks. right now, 21 minutes into the game, that's pretty sad in my opinion.
Yeah, but he does have his 2 items, which is kind of enough for now. Very interesting that a Hex Drinker was picked up by Fritzes, so he doesn't get bursted off by the Fizz, which is a smart play. He has the Ninja Tabbies as well to deal with the Kindred, trying to be over-aggressive at times. And as easy as Data or Pasol get control of the topside vision, they lose it to P9 as the mid lane is pushed in and the priority
Look
game
at
wasn't played
topside.
out.
Look at topside. Right now,
Okay,
DJ Beton's going to push in the lane, and there's Clydex and Fritz is right there.
He's not doing too much damage to
Clydex
Fritzes,
right
but
here.
he tries to get away with
Rutsko
the flash,
is right
but-
here.
Okay, what a knockup! The Shockwave hits 2
The Shockwave.
targets. Yeah, he's just going to go down. But
Mata
no,
is still
Unbreakable
coming.
Will is enough. Mata
Flash
tried
by
to do
Mata.
something, but the
Lamb's
Lamb's
Respite
Respite going to
comes
keep
out.
him alive. Draven trying to deal as much damage as possible, but it
Oh
seems
no!
so sad.
Draven just gets
Tactical
nuked.
nuke comes up finally.
Yeah,
Fizz
that's-
wasn't nowhere near.
Yeah, and Fizz was nowhere near the fight, and this is a free Baron. Free Baron for P9. They should have just let Homeless Master die and try and to just contest the Baron, because that's just 1 kill right now. You just 3 kills going down to P9, and
That's
they
the
just
Baron.
run down and get the Baron. Fizz was in no position to try and fight that. And why did Fabi even move in to try and save Mara there? He would just popped
Yeah,
some
that's
auto
so
attacks
weird.
and just left. I didn't
He
understand.
barely did any damage to Braum, as he was the one tanking the front line. And he does have the stoppage as well, so there's no way he's going down in these team fights at all.
This was a great miscommunication from Dr. Pasol's side, because I
Not
even
the best
saw
call, yeah.
saw in the mini-map, Rutsko was there to help Homeless, but he smartly backed off. But through the jungle, Mara was running still to help Homeless Master, but I didn't understand why. Just leave him to die and
Yeah.
contest the Baron afterwards. Why are you trying to save this Ornn?
Okay, so this is a pretty good setup. Even though the bot lane waves aren't under control of P9, it is like not the best situation to put it in. But Rouge is mid lane to keep the priority at all times, and they are just grouping up towards topside with the Baron buff to deal with this tier 1 and tier 2 towers. But
They
Fritzes
found
is in
Fritzes.
some trouble. So many knockups comes out.
He flashes out.
He flashes out, so it's fine. It's finally the
Stopwatch.
stopwatch by Basils, but Chum the Water is
DJ
hit.
Beton's right
Will
here.
he go down? Clydex doesn't go down. What a
Tactical
ultimate
nuke.
from Rouge! Hits almost all the members of Data Puzzle, and they're going down so
Draven's
fast.
the only one left.
There's everyone still
That's an
alive.
ace. And they still have Baronbach. We have to remember they can push up the mid lane, and just how many inhibitors they're going to take. Their 3 going in to the mid lane. And remember,
Everyone's
this is
alive. Everyone's still alive. What is going on? The
there's a
Malphite
Kha'Zix and an AP Malphite going in to take the mid lane tower. They're probably gonna get 2 inhibs out of this. Rutsko is spawning in 5 seconds, and Mara in 5 more.
Five
and,
more, yeah. This is okay.
but
so
they're still
they
pretty
can
healthy.
still fight. They can still fight, even though they have no ultimates. It's not like wait. There's still Lamb's Respite, and Sham the Waters will come off the cooldown. Will they go for the second inhibitor? Probably not. So just finish off the tower.
They get
and
the top
ready.
lane inhib and get the mid lane tier 3 turret. This was a great exchange from P9. Great stopwatch from the Braum, and then
We see Fritz is just denying everything as much as possible. He even pings out the fact that another mark appeared on the map, and he takes care of it instantly before he goes for the back.
yeah, Fritzes is going to clear out his jungle, reset, go for the free Drake, and they're going to just push up the mid lane, get the inhibitor down, and try to push up to the bot lane and try to destroy as many towers as they can for while this Baron buff lasts. And this is an Ocean Drake spawning right now.
Okay, so the thing is, P9 was always... Okay, it's too late already, but they were always towards topside, and they were like dealing with the vision control in the topside jungle. The thing that Dota Apostle had to do is stack up in the botside jungle, because they weren't anywhere near to set any vision. But as they just now back, they gave it away, and DJ Betons together with Basils moved in to set vision in the botside jungle as well and clear something out. Now they're just grouping up, trying to make a play happen towards botside probably.
Yeah, Draven farming out. The Baron buff looks like it's expired already, but they still can push up. There's not a turret in the mid lane, and they can get a free inhib, but they're
backing off, giving away the tier 2 turret.
Yeah, because they don't want to give away that inhibitor for free. Because if they get 2 inhibs down and that the P9 just wait for it and play it calm and collective, but Jumbo Waters comes out, there's an engage.
Okay, nothing much happens. I still want to like keep my camera on the Malphite. I mean, he has to move up pretty soon to try to make some crazy ultimates happen.
This is a
Top
proto
lane
belt.
wave. Top lane wave comes in.
The top lane wave just crashed in, and Faison went to answer. And right now, they're just going to get this free turret.
Okay.
And the tactical nuke is moving in. Right now, this is a stalemate.
This
is a bot lane inhib and probably a mid lane inhib as well.
I'm watching the combo. Okay, it's the second inhibitor going down. They're walking towards the third.
Fritz is already in the mid lane.
It looks very grim right now for
all
the
the minions pushing up.
Okay, let's see if they can make this happen.
What can Dato
Jumbo
Waters
Waters
do?
misses again.
Facing.
Let's see. We're still waiting. They're just waiting for the minions to come up probably, but they're not in sync. Bot lane minions just came up. Top lane very soon and mid lane soon up again. Huh. Okay, they're just taking it slow. It's fine.
They're taking it slow. Everything is good, but
minions
Dato Pasal need to pull the trigger
now.
now.
And we do see the ultimate. What a combo! Shockwave chained up as well. And there's no Lamb's Respite to counter this engage. Faison has to go down.
Alive,
no, he's still alive. Mata goes down in the fountain.
Rutsko is also dead.
Unbreakable will not keep him alive. What a deadly combo. We finally see it utilized in Lamb's Respite.
Faison just goes in to die, and that's game.
Where's Lamb's Respite? Mata, you have to do this for your team, buddy. The ultimates, they were perfect. There was no answer there. Nothing.
There was no answer there, but we already talked about it that this game is going to be decided who has the better trigger fingers on those ultimates. And Mata didn't get his freshening up on the Kindred ultimate pressings, and right now in that last team fight, if he presses the Lamb's Respite and saves his teammates, yeah, they were in a goal deficit, but maybe he saves in that overdive that can turn around the fight, and they can actually try and turn it around and try to get that game back. But still, the Talia gets banned, and Mata just doesn't know what to do in the jungle position.
Yeah, exactly.
If he's not on that Talia, he doesn't exert any pressure, and the young rookie coming in with the Kazakhs pick against the Kindred and
played
just
very clean, very clean.
He played a really clean Kazakhs right there.
An interesting thing to see is that Faison, a lot of champions banned out away from him. He picks up the Fizz and deals less damage than an Alistar, even the Braum as well. That's, he can't, he has to answer for himself. There's still another game for him to prove himself. This was very poor performance from him, I believe. I don't know. But, maybe they're like, they can't handle this much games in a row. Maybe Dato Pasal aren't suited for this kinds of series. Because this did seem a bit weak from them.
Yeah, in my opinion, I actually think that the games in a row are not the problem right now. I am actually looking for Dato Pasal, and in particular, I'm looking at Faison in the mid lane, the same as the first week, the same as the second week, the same as every week I have seen him play. If he doesn't get those champions like we saw, he got his Yasuo, he played really great. But for every team, you go in a matchup against Dato Pasal, ban out Faison, they don't have a mid laner. That's it.
Even, I was pretty confident that he can pilot Fizz pretty well, but doesn't seem so. Yeah, let's see what cards he has to pull out in the fourth game today.
Yeah, they will be up in the fourth game, but we will have to see. We're going to take a short pause to refill our cups a little bit, and stay tuned for the second game, P9 against Dato Pasal.
Go big, go boom, with guns of boom. Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom, with guns of boom.
Lešik, butik, jau viss ir redzēts. Thriller, killer, tas viss ir redzēts. Skandāls, secret, viss ir redzēts. Creepy, crazy, jā, viss ir redzēts.
Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Un tagad pārsteidz mani.
Lūdzu, jaunā Helio interaktīvā televīzija nomaina Lattelecom ITV. Televizors, tālrunis un planšete darbojas kā viens vesels. Tagad pārvaldi un aizraujies pilnīgi jaunā līmenī. Izklaide progresē. Helio!
Hello and welcome back to the Baltic Esports League. This is the last match of the day, the second game of P9 against Dator Pasole. But right now, I hope you have been putting your hashtag Volts in the chat, because we are going to give away the €10 token for Volt, where you can order great food at your home. And yeah, after we are going to do a countdown, and then you have to look in the chat. Yep. And see who is going to be the winner of the €10 token. And yeah, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to the winner that won the €10 Volt token. If you want to redeem your token, you need to write to us, BESL at pro. BESL.pro. BSL at BSL.com. Pro. Yeah, we didn't know the email, but it's okay. You just need to write to us, and you can get that €10 token for yourself. Check the site and just order some great food from Volt. But we are going to go into the champion select in any moment right now.
Let's see if Dator Pasole have still some juice in them. This is the 4th game they have to play today already, and they're not against any weak team, as we saw in the first game already.
Right now, I'm actually looking at P9 to in the ban phase to actually ban the Talia, so it doesn't get first picked by Mata, because we already have seen that it is a really big power pick here in the Baltic Esports League. But we already mentioned after the first game, after the first match against Turing Esports, that we are looking at Faison in the mid lane, because
either he is or either he is not. Like zero. Yeah. Like the Lysandra game was really weak. The Yasuo game, even though he was up against a kill, he did really well with the help of Mata in the jungle. The third game was a bit of a from him as well.
Yeah, two hit ultimates all the game.
His fizz wasn't the cleanest.
Yeah, but this is a worrying trend for Dator Pasole. We have to mention that. We already talked a little bit off stream that any team that goes against Dator Pasole, they just ban out Faison's champions. It seems to work. You ban out Faison's champions, and that's it. Yeah. He's just lost. He doesn't know what to play, and Dator Pasole just rolls over and loses the game.
And we do see the standard bans. 2 bans coming out against Faison.
For P9 side, I'm actually looking to ban the Talia right now, as they do. What they are going to pick in the first round, because the Tallin is open, the Z is open for Faison.
I don't think he even wants those champions, to be honest. He needs to go back to his roots. Play some Ryze, play some Orianna.
Yeah,
do something standard.
I agree, but right at the moment, if he hasn't practiced these champions, then what is he going to do?
He's gonna do fine. Just, I don't know. He knows how to play those champions. He can do it. But we totally forgot about the fact that Nidalee
has been left open.
In place, Talia was banned. We do still see the Braum for Basilisk and Nidalee, of course, picked up by Fritzes in the jungle. Kai'Sa taken away from Clydex. Fabi is going to be playing it this match. Let's see how they answer the jungle pick. So against Nidalee, like, I don't know, Graves isn't the best champion.
Yep.
Graves isn't the best champion for sure. Maybe
but the Kindred is still open.
Kindred is still open, yeah.
But maybe Mara doesn't want to play the Kindred because he wants to play the Kindred. He's saying the first game wasn't as the RNG didn't favor him a lot, and
just an unfortunate game. Unfortunate. He can show that he's good with Kindred, and he will prove it in the second game. Okay.
I would like to see the Pike.
The Pike would be pretty fun to watch. And please lock it in.
Lock in the Pike.
I mean, at the same time, Alistar is still like 4th game with Alistar for Ritzko. Finally, we don't see the Draymond at least. But, okay, so the mid laners and top laners are still open. And yeah, let's see what they picked. It must be a marksman. Must be a marksman picked up against Kaisa, Alistar, something like a
Maybe
Nez.
they want the Draven for themselves this time.
Maybe like an Ezreal or something along those lines. And actually, an interesting fact that the Vault giveaway was won by Mata. So maybe
By Mata?
maybe it's like it's going to be like a performance boost. He's going to order some food, eat in the middle of the game. He's going to make a tactical pause, get his belly full, and maybe try carrying as maybe he's not fed enough. Maybe he's not just fed enough. And
Yeah,
he's going to play
maybe he's going to order something and get fed enough that way, but
if he can't deal with Fritz's, but if he can't get fed from Fritz's, get fed from Volt and just win the giveaways.
yeah, of course, but if we look at the champions, like still Z ban, the next ban is going to probably be the Tallin.
They ban out Orianna themselves. Okay, maybe he... Come on, I really want the Rise. I remember that Faison is really good on Rise, so just pull it out, my man. Fizz is banned out.
Fizz is
okay?
banned, yep. This is probably going to be a Syndra ban right here because they don't want DJ Betons to play that pick.
Syndra, Orianna, and Cassio, the three champions that DJ Betons really likes to play, but there's still Vladimir open. I do know that Vladimir is a comfort as well for him, and it isn't the best pick into Kindred, but still a good possibility that he can grab it. But okay, Syndra's open. He's just gonna go Syndra for sure.
He's probably going to go Syndra, but he's going to save the mid lane pick, I think, for the counter pick to see actually what Faison is going to bring to the table.
It's not like his champion pool is so insane, but okay, so the Nasus is a Renekton in the top lane. It's a blind pick Renekton, so it might be answered by something like Gnar, or I don't know. Do you know any good Renekton counter picks? Maybe like an Urgot, maybe? I don't know.
I don't actually know, but this is a great pick, I think, for...
Yeah, Rise. Let's go, face it. You can do this, my man. Just show some Rise gameplay. Finally.
Yeah, finally. The Rise comes out, as you already mentioned. If
he fails on the Rise, I'm dropping all the hype. Faison, I will not believe in you anymore. You have to prove yourself on this Rise, this game.
But what is Homeless Master going to play against this Renekton? You can't play a tank. You're gonna get bullied. To Garen?
I actually think this won't be a placeholder, to be honest. Or is it?
No, it is not.
Yeah, okay. So Garen. Huh.
And that's a Syndra locked in for DJ Betons.
Yeah, of course. Syndra's a pretty good pick into Rise as well, I do believe, but
it's actually considered like a counter pick to Rise because in lane the Syndra dominates the Rise, and if the Syndra gets as a solo kill or two solo kills or something,
it's hard for Rise to deal.
It's really hard for Rise to deal with, but we have to see what's going to happen in the mid lane.
And the top lane, we see Homeless Master picking up the Garen. I do think it's fine against Renekton just because of the silence, and you know, he can deal with it. He can tank off the burst with his W as well. The ultimate execute, I actually kind of lean towards Homeless Master.
And the play style that Homeless Master plays, it's up in your face, aggressive.
Exactly, yeah.
Maybe we're gonna see some 1v1s or 2v2s in the
some
top
quality
lane.
spin-offs from Renekton and Garen. But what was the bot lane matchup? It was Kaisa together.
It was Kaisa Alistar against Tristana Braum. In my opinion, the Tristana Braum actually they're going to farm it out. They're going to scale. But if the Tristana gets a lead, a little bit of a gank, for example, for that lane, then I think it's a good turnaround, and the Tristana can actually dominate the lane and try and destroy the Kaisa, because it's a good matchup in the Kaisa, because the Tristana with the Stormrazor buffs a little bit earlier in the previous patches were pretty good, and Tristana is seeing a lot of play, and she's in my opinion, an S-tier champion at the moment, if put in the right hands.
It's not easy to pull it off, for sure. But Okay, I just hope they still have some juice in them left, because this isn't a bad draft, but seeing those three champions, Renekton, Nidalee, and Syndra, just these three champions, I'm already kind of scared for Dator Pasala. It's
Yeah, because these are so early game centric picks that.
and it's like, yeah, exactly. And at the same time, it's all of their signature picks.
Yeah, those are comfort.
Yeah.
The Syndra for DJ Betons in the mid lane is so comfort pick that it
always
doesn't get
Yep.
even more comfort picky than this.
Of course.
Then Nidalee for Fritzes also. I think the first time he pulled off pulled the Nidalee to the Rift in the first week and then in the second game. Then he lost that game, but he had a really great performance on it, and I'm looking to see him redeem himself on the Nidalee.
Alright, so before the game starts, we're gonna go on a small commercial break, and we'll be right back when the match starts. So stay tuned, it's going to be the last game between Dator Pasal and P9.
Go big, go boom, with guns of boom. Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom, with guns of boom.
Lešik, butik, jau visur redzēts. Killer, tas viss ir redzēts. Skandāls, secret, viss ir redzēts. Creepy, crazy, jā, viss ir redzēts.
Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Un tagad pārsteidz mani.
Lūdzu, jaunā Helio interaktīvā televīzija nomaina Lattelecom ITV. Televizors, tālrunis un planšete darbojas kā viens vesels. Tagad pārvaldi un aizraujies pilnīgi jaunā līmenī. Izklaide progresē. Helio.
Wasting time on my own. All the places you said we go. All this pain builds within. Footsteps fade, what could have been? Finally I feel more free. The end of you and me. Let it go, let it be. My heart belongs to me. My heart belongs to me. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger.
Hello and welcome back. We're right into the game. The second game of P9 versus Dator Pasol. Right here, right now, we have to see what's going to happen between these teams. We already spoke.
Already a
pause. Probably Mara's Vault is right here at his door because the delivery time is beyond. It's really fast.
Yeah, it's like one time I delivered, they came in like, it said, oh, we'll be there in around 30 to 40 minutes, and they came in like 15 minutes. I don't really understand how this happens. Yeah,
for me it was completely the same. I ordered my food and I think it was 5 o'clock in a working day that probably there's a lot of traffic and you can't get there as fast as you needed to. And they said 60 minutes, and in 20 minutes I got a call. Hey, I'm down with your food, and Volt service from Volt is crazy.
Guys. Okay, let's see how this works out. Beforehand, we were really weak with our prediction regarding the jungle mid duo. So this time, completely different picks except from the Kindred. So Kindred Rise, both of these champions just looking to scale up. You know, they need even more than the 6th level to get rolling. On the other side, DJ Beton's Ignite and Electrocute. It's a Syndra. She has her ultimate and everything. But at the same time, Rise is probably... Okay, he doesn't have a stopwatch, but at the same time, maybe Mata gets useful with his Lamb's Respite. It's like, it's not that easy for P9 to pick up kills, because Kindred and Rise are, in general, pretty safe champions.
Yeah, they are a little bit safe, but the Syndra from DJ Beton's, first, it's a comfort pick. Second, it's a counter pick.
It's a counter pick
It's a counter pick to the Rise, and if Fritzis somehow gets his way into the mid lane and tries to influence that matchup, then I think that DJ Betons can just try and abuse the fact that Faison is on the Rise and not an assassin, how every team is actually doing in the Baltic eSports League, and try to win through that. But we have to touch on the top lane. It's a substitute top laner slash out of field top laner in Homeless Master against a Renekton of Rouge.
I think Garen, as I mentioned before, pretty strong pick into Renekton. So even though he probably doesn't have much experience on the Garen, it's not that hard to pull it off. So I have faith in the guy, and it is going to be okay. An interesting fact which I saw is that Nidalee and Braum have stopwatches. It's like 2 stopwatches more than the side of Dator Pasol. Even though like Dator Pasol are the ones who have these safe picks, who want to scale up and do good team fights. But the aggressors are P9. But they're the ones taking the stopwatches, which is, you know, an interesting thing to see. Maybe the playstyle just differs.
Yeah, but we already saw in the first game that one engage by the red buff where Braum stopwatched all the damage.
Yeah.
And that saved the team fight for them.
That was very crucial, yeah, that's correct. We already see Syndra getting priority in the lane. Just making sure Fritzis feels comfortable, but the Kindred is already working towards the mark. So she guessed correctly. Mata winning the giveaway, now winning the gamble between which scuttler will have the mark on it. So very fortunate for him. Fritz is still clearing up his topside jungle, not going to contest any scuttlers. Mid lane seems to be pretty safe as well. Fritz is actually out farming DJ Beton so far. So he's doing fine. I told you, his rise is something to fear.
Yeah, Faison's out farming DJ Betons right now, and but still the wave is pushing towards the Syndra.
It's pretty even. So he's
yeah.
like 3 minions ahead. Yeah, like 2 minions. He just missed another one.
Yeah,
Faison, don't let me down. What is happening? Don't. Oh, Cannon, please. You can do this. Nice. I'm getting hyped over him getting Cannon. This is extraordinary.
Yeah, but before the last games, this should make you go hype.
Yeah,
but
and oh wait, there's actually something happening in mid lane. Oh, what a
it's
flash!
a flash
Mata!
from Mata.
First blood.
Oh, didn't expect the flash for the kill on DJ Betons. That was a great flash from him.
Holy Mata!
He got his Volt and just trying to get fed both from Volt and in the game.
But the
and
spin
Homeless
up in
Master.
the top lane, will it be a kill towards him? No.
Homeless.
Okay.
Oh, probably his Q just was coming up and he was trying to think maybe I should go in, and Fritz is trying to cover for DJ Betons in the mid lane.
Yeah, once you get marked by Walt, there's no turning back. He's just 1-0 already, going for the first blood with the scaling champion up against Nidalee and Syndra. This is something to mention, because this is not how this usually should have been going on. And he's moving towards top side right now. Will he? Okay, he's just walking around. There's no camps to take, as Fritzis has cleaned up his top side jungle already.
Doesn't get spotted on the ward right here.
But there's this is so weird, because there's another cannon wave coming. It's not like he's going to be pushing it out, you know? Like, how do you expect to make this work? Do you just walk around?
No, they're waiting for this moment.
What? No. Why would you flash?
Why?
He used his W, so he could have tanked it. Okay.
Oh.
Mata has
this
no
is gonna
flash.
Be a turn.
Mata has no flash. No.
Oh
okay.
no.
Fine.
It's okay-ish. Mata doesn't have no flash. He needed to tank that turret in that moment, but this was a one misstep to Rouge getting a double kill, and then just dominating this lane.
Yeah,
Good.
this is
that was a close call right there, but
starting to sweat seeing stuff like that happen. Mata just a bit of an overforce, maybe not. Maybe it was.
Yeah,
like
Mata was
planned.
waiting around the corner to actually, for that exact moment that Renekton is gonna E in and try to, and then he doesn't have any gap closers, and then he's going to go and kill Rouge. But right here, Homeless Master, look at him.
Oh my god, the spin off. Renekton is winning this one for now. And there's Mata moving on towards bot side. Can he make something happen? It doesn't seem so. Claudic's getting solved. Oh, okay.
Flash.
The flash comes out, but the Nidalee pinging off that she wants to do something topside. But Homeless Master, being smart, and recognizes that he just has to run away for now. Faison still doing a good job, out farming DJ Beton's just a tiny bit on his rise.
Yeah, and
so
right now, the smart ward from Homeless Master spots that Fritzis is right there. He did a smart move and just backed off, because they know the Kindred went inside of the Nidalee's jungle and knew that all the camps are taken, that she is probably here. I need to back off. That was a smart move from him. yeah, he lost a lot of minions because he doesn't have the teleport to get back to lane.
Oh, and the Pulverize hitting 2 targets. Kladex, remember, he has no flash, but they're going for Braum. And he does lose a lot of health.
But
Ignite comes down
burn.
as well. Okay, so Dr. Puzzle taking the upper hand in all of the lanes so far. Maybe not as much top lane because he's a tiny bit of behind in the farm, but still a solid matchup for him as well. So okay, so they just don't need to slip up. They need to keep up the pace. They're doing a good job. Scaling up.
Yeah, they're doing a great job in this early game. Just
Fritz hasn't showed anything so far. But he's really power farming right now. He's doubling Mata's farm so far.
yeah, he's doubling Mata's farm, but he's not getting the same influence on the map that Mata is. He is all around the map trying to get his team ahead.
Well,
but
he's going for his mark right now, and Nidalee is nowhere near to contest it, but he's just working towards... Okay, she's going to be there on time, I think. But Rutsko is backing him up. Okay, everything is fine. Getting another mark on the scuttler. Good job by Mata. A complete different performance from him regarding the fact that the first game was a bit of a slip-up. Not the greatest thing we've seen, but the top lane actually ultimate burned out by Rouge.
But there's still an ultimate on the Garen.
Yeah, but Rouge, he does have pretty good sustain regarding the fact that he's been chugging his refillable potion, but Garen has his passive as well. Okay, bot lane backing off, mid lane backing off. There's still an Infernal Drake alive for any team to take, but the scuttler was picked up by Datorpasal, so they have the control over bot side river so far. Italy's moving in to try to set some vision. Braum and Tristana pushed up, had priority as well, so they must be starting it right now. It's the correct
But
thing
Mata
to
is
do.
going in for the mid lane for DJ Betons right at the
Okay,
moment.
DJ Betons, can he make something? Okay,
Yeah, smartly.
backs off, but they're collapsing the Drake. Okay, good job by P9, they're backing off. Considering the fact that everyone is bot side already. Okay, but a lot of pings coming out. They do want to do something about it. Nidalee hits his spear onto Mata.
Braum moves in.
Okay, Braum goes on the aggressive, but
Alistar is so low.
going... Okay, Francis goes down as well. Faison trying to flash away, but the ignite will be
Faison is
enough.
dead.
Let's see what happens towards the Drake. It's trying... Okay, Daughter, please! No! An auto attack from DJ Betons gets it away, but the Pulverize hits 2 targets. Flash from Fabi will not
What DJ Betons
finish
can
off.
do in this fight?
But Mata's still battling Basilisk. Will it be enough? Okay, Rutsko is close enough to try to make something happen. The stun goes but
and
DJ Betons flashes in and hits the spear.
Nice, 2 kills on the Syndra. Maybe he can get rolling right now, but unfortunate
The way
for
that-
Dator Pasal.
The way the Infernal Drake died, it hurts my insides. I don't know. It was a Dark Sphere along with an auto attack to finish it off, and you know, P9 take control of the game after that fight.
Yeah, but off screen we didn't see that the Rise, Faison on the Rise, just solo killing Fritzes on the Nidalee. That was an interesting sight because the Nidalee is power farming, yes, but
Yeah, she doesn't have any assists, any kills. She hasn't she has participated, but hasn't been much of a use in these fights so far in the game. So Fritzes is yet to find a good, comfortable situation for him to pull off. But the Drake, nonetheless, has been secured, and he's farming pretty efficiently so far.
yeah, he's farming really efficiently, but he is not getting the same amount of pressure out as Mata is, and that's concerning to me because the same thing happened the first time I saw him play Nidalee in the first week. He was power farming, he did a great job in that regard, but he didn't influence the map as he did, for example, on his Evelyn, on his
correct
different picks. And
there's pings coming out onto Faison, who's mispositioned. He's just trying to roam warp out. It is enough. Good job by him. A bit of a misposition, but still understands how to deal with these kind of occurrences and just uses his ulti to get out of the death's way. And now Fritz is trying to move into the bot side jungle, maybe just trying to set some vision, get control of the jungle. He sees that the Raptors are alive. He might meet Mata here in the bush. He does have the red buff, so okay, they just choose to take it slow. Top lane is boring as well. Garen actually forced out of the lane. No, he's not. He's trying to channel his recall. Bot lane farming. So far so good, everyone's even. Down in bot lane, not too much of a difference. Mid lane is pretty safe as well, other than the fact that DJ Beton's got a couple of kills and like 2 minion waves ahead actually, so Faison might face some trouble very soon.
Yeah, Faison at the early parts of the game he was in the minion lead, but right now he is losing in the minion department, but a great trade from him and
actually very smart from P9 here. So they got the priority in bot lane. You see that Renekton was very quick to be bot lane already, so he's answering this minion wave which didn't even hit the turret. So they swapped up because the Drake is down. They didn't even need to finish off the turret because it's 12 minutes into the game already. They're just going top lane, getting the priority, going to move into the river to try to set some vision, which has been done already by Basilisk. They're going to push this up and go for Herald or the turret, which is half health already.
Yeah, but look at bot lane. They respect the swap that they did, and they are
But this is not worth it. This is literally not worth it. Datar Pasal, I mean, they're dealing it the best they can.
Yeah,
the correct play is P9.
But Homeless Master just flashed out. That was a great move. I don't know if he actually needed to contest that minion wave. Probably he didn't, but this is a great rotation from P9, as you already mentioned.
Faison gets pushed out of the lane as well. Gets very low. DJ Betons has blue buff already, so he's feeling really comfortable in the lane. Let's see how Rouge is doing in the bot lane. Okay, so they get one tower. Rouge answers with pushing out these waves. Everything is fine, so they have a Herald, which they have to use to get the tier 1 mid lane done, probably.
Yeah, probably, but when the games slow down like this in the Baltic Esports League, looks like actually the teams know how to play the macro game. This was a great macro move from P9, actually getting the first blood turret, getting the Rift Herald off of the map, seeing that the Drake hasn't spawned yet, and yeah, right now, great move.
Rouge still has his teleport. Right now, Homeless Master forced his one out to answer the push-up in the bot lane. So he will be without a teleport. Okay, they're swapping again. Either going for the tier 1 turret in the bot lane, or they will just get priority bot lane, move mid, and push in as a unit. Because Drake will be coming up very soon. Let's just quickly check what Drake will it be. Oh, a Cloud Drake. Maybe not the most
efficient of
Maybe
Drakes.
not the most efficient Drakes, but I'm actually a big fan of Cloud Drake, because if P9 wants to keep pressuring them with these great rotations, Cloud Drake is really something to watch out for. But there's a fight. Mata has been picked off. But okay,
Mata gets killed from the outplay bottom from Syndra, and Mata just jumps out of the Lamster Spite. Looked like he almost got the save in, but
yeah, he almost finished off Fritz's as well in that situation, but that's just not enough. There's too much burst coming out from DJ Betons already.
But right now, look, Renekton is moving away. The Clydex? No, Clydex, no. I mean, Fabi is in the top lane, and right now they are pressuring the mid lane because nobody is there to answer, only the Braum there.
But the thing is, they're not doing anything. Like, he just pushed up the mid lane and he's not doing anything. He's just standing there trying to hit some abilities onto a Braum.
Yep,
what they needed to do is use the Alistar and the Rise together to move into the bot side river and set some vision, because Garen pushed up the wave as well, but it's too late already as the players from P9 have returned. And, you know, surely it's just going to be the Drake picked up, because there's 3 people topside trying to secure... I don't know what they're trying to secure.
They're trying to secure the blue buff or the red buff that's spawning, because they're not going to secure that tier 3 while that Renekton is there. Yeah, maybe they
Herald
can kill.
Yet to be used as well.
Yeah, but Herald yet to be used. If they show 3 people on the top side, there's probably 2 turrets in the mid lane going down if they do so.
Yeah, they're trying to do something about this Rouge in the top side. Maybe he does have the red buff. The ultimate gets popped very early. Rootscott flashes in, hits the pulverize onto Rouge. Will he get out?
Herald has spawned in the mid lane.
Slice and Dice gets him out safely.
At the same moment, bot lane turret getting taken down as well.
This is horrific. This is horrific.
And Homeless Master getting dope at the
moment.
Oh,
stun hits face, and will he go down? Flash from Fritz's as well. Will it be enough? No. Okay, Homeless Master goes down.
Homeless Master goes down.
But Mata is closing in onto mid lane. But DJ Beton smart to position towards bot side, as he knew Mata is moving in from the top side of the map. So that's 2 turrets
That's
Correct.
2 turrets.
Almost 3.
There was like 1 or 2 seconds on DJ Beton's ultimate. If that ultimate comes off cooldown, that's Facing dead, and that's a tier 2 in the mid lane already gone.
That would be 2 turrets down already.
And they didn't even get the tier 3 in the top lane. Do you actually understand what just happened? P9 out macro Dator Pasol so hard. We already mentioned if they show 3 people in the top lane,
That's going to be
the
many
Rift
turrets
Herald
going
is going to get popped in the mid lane, and there's going to be a minimum of 1 turret, maybe 2.
Oh, there's a might and
There's an
Rutsco
exchange in the
picking
top
off
lane.
a fight onto Rouge. He is flashless, so he must go down.
He's probably dead. He's probably dead.
Oh, slice and dice. Oh, pulverize. Well, did it hit? Did it not? How did it not hit? Okay,
Rouge
he
dead.
goes down.
Yep.
Fine, fine. But there's an aggressive play against Facen in mid lane. Now Unleashed Power is off cooldown. Will they reach him in time? He gets slowed.
Oh,
and
it's stunned. He's dead.
Goes
He's
down
dead.
and he. Oh wait! Actually,
Wait,
the
wait,
shield
wait,
comes out. He does dodge the spear, but it's not
But
enough.
Quadex-
But the
Quadex
aggressive
jumping
play
on
onto
Fabi.
Fabi. The ultimate turns it around. The heal
Flash.
of the crit.
Flash
Oh, what a
by
flash!
Fabi.
What is going
What?
on?
He
What
buster
was he-
shots the minions.
Okay, he buster shots the minions and Basilisk picks up the kill. What an interesting fight
That
between
was an
these
interesting fight between
Latvian
Quadex and
marksmen.
Fabi. Whoa.
Okay, I just see a
If
new
if
meme
Derek
coming out already.
was here, he would have had some
Some words to
comments
say,
probably.
yeah.
Oh, great scare of the week on the root score there.
Yeah, an interesting fight between these two Latvian marksmen. But you know, nothing to sweat about. It's
Yeah, but they
fine.
have pressure on the tier 2 and down in the bot lane, and the same goes for the mid lane. If they go answer this push, what they are
They
going to
can't
do.
do anything. Mid lane, no
Yeah,
priority
this,
as well.
This turret is down, and if you look
Mid
at the
is
mid
down.
lane, DJ Beton's right
No
at the
priority.
turret.
Nowhere. They can't do
Yep,
anything.
get the mid lane turret, and
Okay.
in the top lane,
There's
Rouge
might
is
be a
fighting
fight going on.
Homeless
Homeless Master can't finish him off for sure. But can he? Flash
Flashes.
goes out. He does have Trinity Force. He does have his
Maybe.
ultimate up still. But no. No. Nothing much happening. They're moving. Okay, we do see pings towards the top side jungle. Because they need to get control of that. That's the next objective of the tier 2 tower in the top side. The Baron will be up in a minute and 20 seconds as well. So they're just trying to get an early head start in the vision control in the top side jungle
Yeah,
of
but
Data Pasal.
But they have priority in every lane.
Oh, they
and
need
right
to send
now.
one mid now. One mid, please. Okay, it's too late. They're just trying to force down this turret top lane, but they really would have
But
liked
Homeless
someone in the
Master is
mid
not
lane.
there. He doesn't have his teleport. He's not
Oh,
there
did the
at the
stun hit
moment.
Mata? No, he dodged it out, but
Mata
so
did
much damage.
so
Lamb's
much
respite.
damage.
Lamb's respite has to come out, but Braum ultimate coming on. Homeless Master, he's trying to tank it up, but the rocket jump so
Ulti
far
comes out
forward.
from
Unleashed
Syndra.
power.
Homeless Master dead. Oh, he
did
doesn't have his teleport. He was going for the bot lane to actually push it out, and so they get the priority.
Okay,
but
they finally sent someone mid lane, and it did kind of take a lot of resources to finish up the Garen, but they will take the tower down finally. Now they need to understand that they don't need to force anything further. Okay, correct.
yeah, great, correct. Now they
off.
just reset and get the wards onto the support of P9. Go around the Baron because the Baron is spawning in 10 seconds.
Look at their inventories. Look at P9's inventories. Everyone's stacking up so many pink wards.
Except for DJ Beton's.
DJ Beta's going for the damage, but that's okay. He's the Syndra with the electrocute, with the ignite. He has to be the one to burst someone down. Going for a blasting wand in place of some pink wards is totally a-okay.
But this is great. Four champions from P9 stacking the control wards.
7 pink wards.
7 pink wards go bought by them, and this is going to be just control the Baron, and you can just try and burst it. The Drake is coming up in 1 minute's time. You can.
Why is Braum moving towards bot side? Do they not? Okay, this is a bit
They're trying to secure a little bit of vision, probably.
Okay,
for
so they don't want to go for the Baron. This is what I understood. They
yeah,
just
because
want
if we look at the comp at itself, then this isn't quite
to...
scared of the week.
What?
Oh, flash.
Okay, he was afraid of the Rutsco engage. That's fine. That's a decent enough flash. Okay, so I understood it. Because they backed off from top lane with the recalls, they understood that the Datar Pasolo wants to move up to the top side jungle and use their wards there.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they went instantly reacted and went towards bot side, because there's no vision there. They have the upper hand there. All the pink wards were used towards top side. You see the blue wards on the minimap. and they have complete control over bot side, and the Drake is going to be in hands of P9 for sure.
Yeah, the Drake is going to go to them, and we have to recognize all the teams. This is a Mountain Drake that's perfect for taking the Baron, because this P9 draft actually doesn't take the Baron pretty fast.
Yeah.
So we have to understand that.
Oh wait, was it started already?
It started. It started by
Will
by
react
Dr.
in time?
Puzzle.
Like
They have no vision.
Clydex and Fritzes are really far. They have no vision, but okay,
They
finally
spot
the
him?
Spires are.
Oh,
this is
Homeless Master
horrific.
gets
This is-
interrupted by the Baron.
Look how far Fabi is. What was he doing all this time? They thought that I have enough damage to take it in time, but it took way too long. And now it's just going to be a Baron from P9. They need to make a fight happen. This is going to be horrific. They're just gonna lose their base so quickly. Okay, there's a spear coming out onto Fritzes.
Homeless Master from
Oh,
the
there's an engage onto
Engage.
DJ Betons, and he goes
DJ
down
Betons
at the
shut
same
down.
time. Fritz is being very low as well.
Clydex.
Everyone's sitting in the... Oh, what
Oh,
an ultimate from
Mata.
Buster Shot. Mata goes down, but at the same time, Dator Puzzle
Oh.
hasn't died.
They
And
turn
oh,
around the fight.
What is going on? Everyone survives. It's only Fritz is alive.
Dator Puzzle just turning around the fight. They go for the Baron. They,
Oh, what?
Oh,
What
Mata
a
is
spear!
down.
Mata goes down. Now it's Fritzko up against Fritzes in the Tribush.
Oh no,
Okay.
Fritz is shut down. Shut down
Fine,
now, but
fine.
this now is this fine. This is a secured Baron. This was a
calm
great
down.
fight from them. They
Homeless Master? Okay.
they understood that they need to take out DJ Betons from the fight so they can actually win it. This was a great fight from Dator Puzzle. It was too scattered for P9 to actually focus down the correct targets. Tristana on one side, Syndra on the other. The Syndra gets nuked, and then the Tristana doesn't have any peel.
Yeah, the Lamb's Respite was really well placed by Mata as well in that fight.
And the little things that probably everybody didn't notice, but Clydex Buster shotted Mata out of the Lamb's
But he
Respite,
jumped
but
right
he
back in.
jumped right back in and didn't die at that instance. That actually maybe even saved the fight for them, because if Clydex kills Mata there, he gets the resets and he can jump out,
Exactly.
and then maybe they don't get the Baron even.
Yup. If Mata would have gone down quicker and Tristana would have gotten the resets, it would be enough for them to finish off this team fight correctly. But this is going to like make a crack in their confidence after losing such a team fight, being so ahead, losing the Baron so easily. But you know, there's still pressure coming out from them. It's not like Dator Puzzle are choking them under these turrets. There's still tier 1 tower in the mid lane.
Yeah, but look at Faison in the top lane. He's split pushing all alone, and Syndra is the
Yeah,
one.
the setup is good, yeah.
Yeah, the setup is
fine.
great.
Need to watch out for the Fritz's spears. We did see that it basically took 60% out of Mata's health bar previously. Let's see in the top lane. Maybe some good fights come out. No, Faison just taking
Faison
some
just
poke.
Getting the turret.
Fritz is
great.
moving it. Fritz is pinging that he's going for a Faison. Will the Realm Barb save him, or will it not?
They don't have any CC right now.
Okay, he did kind of... okay, there's so
He's
much
all
minions. He's
playing.
actually pushing them away. The tower goes down in the bot lane. Oh, he's trying to Realm Barb
Faison?
away. Will he do
Oh.
so? No.
And
The
at
Homeless
the-
Master
Homeless
goes down
Master-
as well.
Oh no.
Okay, so 2 turrets.
They got 2 turrets for that. They actually got 3 because Faison got the tier 2 in the top lane as well. But
Just back off. Don't stress too much. The gold is basically even right now.
yeah, they got the gold, the standing gold back that actually P9 got before. And right now, this is a great position to be in, because your comp is scaling. You just
Exactly.
got so much free gold off of that. We just saw the rise 1v2 and 1v3
Yeah,
up
it's
in
like
the
there
top
was
side.
such a huge minion wave that everyone got really scared of the fact that Faison can finish someone off. So they just took it slow, waited for Basilisk to move over. And wait, will this be a pulverize onto Fritzis? Yes, it will. He smites it to gain some health back, but he is stunned. A teleport comes out as well, but oh my god, already
Fabi
goes
in.
down. But look, Fritzis goes down to the ultimate from Garen. Will Clydex carry it out? Okay, Buster Shot does its job. DJ Beton's trying to push someone off.
here.
He gets silenced, but Lamb's
Lamb's
Respite will
Respite
keep
comes
everyone
down.
alive. The spin doesn't do too much damage, and they're so low. Tristana gets resets. Will she
Let's
fit?
go,
Will
let's
they finish it off? Please, no, will not. Okay,
Mata,
okay.
triple
It's
kill.
1v1 now. So much AoE damage coming out from Mata and Faison in that team fight. alongside Tristana. Once Tristana started stacking up these resets after the Lamb's Respite disappeared, I thought the fight is completely over, but totally it wasn't, because Mott and Faison dealing so much damage in these team fights.
Yeah, but the cooldowns for DJ Betons actually didn't allow them to win the fight even earlier, because all of the ulti cooldown, the ulti balls that were on the ground and the Q balls, if he had his cooldown up on the E, the scatter the weak, he just
stunned so many targets.
He stuns all of the Dator Pasal's team, and then that just only that just wins them the fight. But the cooldowns don't give him the time to do that. But
this is going to be a race between mid laners of who will get the Rabadons first, but it would be the 4th item for Faison, but only the 3rd for DJ Beton. So very interesting how, you know, DJ Beton's always had the lead, but you know, it's the 27th minute, so Rise is scaling up, Rise is doing very well. He's going to be a menace in these team fights, but all they need to do is take care of Clydex. If they take care of Clydex in these fights, they should be okay, because Syndra, it's very easy to misposition as Syndra.
Yeah, and in the start of the fight, you have to know this is actually an AP Kaisa, first of all.
Oh yeah, she finished off Rabadons just now, so she's going to be very strong as well.
Yeah, another Cloud Drake spawning, but in that previous fight, we actually have to note that I was actually looking at Fabi, that he can pick off Fritz's, but the Zonya's on him. We didn't see it on screen, but I'm actually predicting what happened. He went in on to Fritz's with the Alistar around, and he just Zonya's the engage, and that's all the engage gone from the Kaisa. And
might be so, yeah.
And the Tristana just jumped on her and destroyed her. But we have to remember that this AP Kaisa, she was dead at the start of the fight.
Yeah, she disappeared instantly. But an interesting thing is that the last 90 seconds, nothing has happened. They're just exchanging minions. Okay, so they did get a Drake. There's 4 Drakes for P9 already. So the Elder Drake is going to be very scary, especially in the hands of a marksman like Tristana. But so I don't think that Dator Pasal really wants to pull this game any longer. Maybe like when Rise gets a Rabadon, but they need to hurry it up, because in about 6-7 minutes, it's going to be an Elder Drake already.
But is it the Elder Drake? Actually, I think it's going to be an Elemental Drake.
Oh wait, it's still
I was just going to say that, in my opinion, P9, they should have waited for the Drake.
Maybe, yeah.
They should have waited for the Drake until 30 minutes and then take the Elemental Drake, so the Elder spawns even faster, because right now they just limited the time that they need to get the Elder Drake, because the Elemental is going to spawn and the Elder is going to spawn around 40 minutes.
Exactly, yeah. And you saw the position from P9. They did move towards bot side because they wanted to pick off Faison, but they were not successful. So, okay, they're walking all over vision. This is really...
But right now, actually, this is the 30-minute mark. The Dator Pasal's draft actually right now is a lot better than P9's draft, because P9, the Renekton has...
Oh, he goes in to try to stun Mata, but he sets himself up in a bad position. Will he go down? Yes, he does, but Mata didn't use his Lamb's Respite. And now it's just Clydex just firing away, trying to finish someone off. Will the spear hit? No, it will not. At the same time, but the red buff is slowing him down. Will it be enough? Oh, a pulverize hits 2 targets. No, it has to be Fabi to finish someone off. Oh, no, he will not.
Oh no.
That's just a lost fight. Mata,
and the Baron just spawned. This is a free Baron for P9. What a misexecution, because your strongest member is down in the bot side.
If only the Lamb's Respite went off. Of course, there were many mistakes in that fight, but the Lamb's Respite is crucial in these team fights, especially when you're talking about the fact that P9 get a Baron for free.
Yeah, they're waiting for 5 seconds for Rouge to spawn to get him the Baron, so his split push is a lot better. But Mara just gets CC'd and doesn't even get time to pull the trigger on the Lamb's Respite.
I think it was just a couple of auto attacks flying towards him. I think he could have used it. I think he could have used it, but it was just...
I know what happened. He got the mark from the Braum, and the auto attacks came off, and he got stunned at the moment, and he couldn't Lamb's Respite at the moment.
That's possible. Maybe he's just old already. I don't know. His reaction times is dropping. And
yeah, probably, because in the first match of the day, the second game, he didn't pull the trigger as well. But there's a
boring trend.
There's a P9 composition that has Baron, and they can siege so good with the Tristana.
4 items for her.
4 item Tristana, and Italy that can poke you out, and the Syndra as well. They got a pick.
What is going on?
Spike goes on.
So much stun goes off. Mata doesn't find
He's
what he was looking for. Clydex gets 2 kills, jumps forward, trying to finish off Faison. He flashes away, but it's not enough. Flash from
triple kill for Tristana. He's looking for the resets.
Okay. He goes down. That's the first kill for Fritzes, and that is going to be a 2-0 from P9. What an exciting game. Dr. Pasol almost make it happen, but it was not enough. It was not enough. And that's going to be the 5th kill, an ace for P9.
Yep.
A well executed executed game. The biggest difference, which I've noticed, is the macro and vision control.
Yeah.
You must agree. This is a huge difference between these two teams. Maybe once in a while, Dr. Pastel can make something mechanical happen, something entertaining, a good play or something. But P9, they still have a better base. They have the vision control, they have the macro laid down, they know what they're doing, they can answer these crazy situations that go down anytime they want. And it's not going to be as easy as Dr. Pastel thinks to bring down one of the strongest Latvian teams. And this is our substitute top laner. Our substitute top laner dealing the most damage for his team. The AP Kai'Sa doesn't pull through. Barely does any damage this game, but it is pretty hard to play against these champions. But Clydex, he got to the 4 items. He got so much resources that game. The teammates were backing him up, and he does his job very well. And it's 28,000 damage in the 32 minutes of the game.
Yeah,
well played.
Well played, yeah.
2-0 by P9.
Yeah, P9 at the moment is looking like the strongest Latvian team in the Baltic eSports League. They are looking really crisp. Their macro play is really good. I actually like DJ Betons and Clydex together with Fritzes. Fritzes actually in this game
is crazy.
Yeah, he is really crazy. He's the red hot rookie. In this game, he didn't impress me in the early game, but in the mid game, he popped off. He got some good.
He just took it slow.
He took it slow, but he did his job. I give him respect to that. He's actually a pretty beastly kind of jungler at the moment. Because
he's really great. He's really great. But a boring trend which I see after these 4 matches today is the fact that Turing eSports dropped the game against Dator Pasol, but P9 didn't seem to sweat. They just took it slow. They took both of the games away from Dator Pasol. But Turing eSports, on the other hand, kind of got run over in the first game.
Can we say that P9 is the best team in the Baltic eSports League?
I do not think it's going to be that easy, but they do seem really strong. So I'm excited for next week's games as well. I hope they keep up the momentum. I hope they keep winning these games.
Yeah, but talking about the best team in the Baltic eSports League, we have to look at the standings, because right now in first place it's Team P9 with 6 points, with taking up 2 wins and 1 tie, and second place goes to Iron Wolves. Third place is Dator Pasala, and 4th is Žalgiris. We have to see what's going to happen and in the second day, because there's going to be 3 more games, 3 more games tomorrow, which we'll touch on a little bit later. But
yeah, there's still Žalgiris wants to show what they've picked up throughout the week, same as Coinflip Gaming. They want to show that they haven't been slacking off and have been training hard as well to pick up the games that they will have tomorrow.
Yeah, but talking about tomorrow we're going to start bright and early, 11 o'clock. We're going to go live with our first game, and it's going to be Žalgiris against Skill Difference. And then the second game is the match of the week. The Lithuanian rivalry is going to go out and show us what they can do on the Rift. It's going to be Iron Wolves against Turing eSports. Yeah.
And the third game, 15 o'clock, it's going to be Polar Bears versus a very strong Latvian team as well, Team Coinflip Gaming. So that's going to be kind of a close game, close matchup as well, because we did see Polar Bears
struggle a little bit.
Yeah, they struggle, but I do still think they have really good potential.
Yeah.
Watching their previous games. But so far from today's performance, I think we'll surely see P9 on the 20th and 21st October. Where will we see them?
We will see them in Tallin, where we will be held our finals in Saku Suurhall arena, and probably we're gonna see P9 there. Probably
for
Iron
sure.
Wolves. I hope we see Turing there. And Dator Pasalo as well. Maybe Face until that time can actually learn how to play the Alessandra.
Yeah, but I mean the Rise, dude.
The Rise
was
the
okay.
Rise was good. The Rise was good.
Rise was fine, but if they just up their macro game, they
Yeah.
can make it work.
Yeah,
Up their
I
macro
agree.
game. Maybe hire a coach. I don't know. Maybe 2 coaches.
Maybe us.
Maybe just hire us, and we're gonna help you get through because. You know, even though they lost like 3 games today, I'm starting to get a liking of this team.
Yeah, I actually am seeing Facing a little bit different after this game.
Mm-hmm.
But still, we have to see what they're gonna bring for week 5. But speaking about week 5, we have to still get through week 4. But we're gonna end for today. See you tomorrow, bright and early at 11 o'clock. And yeah, that's it for us today. See you tomorrow.
Bending over backwards, twisting off the wrapper, just to see what's underneath. Oh, dirty little Cupid, she made me do cute shit. Baby, having fun with me, but I don't mind, don't mind, don't mind, don't mind for you. You're my candy, baby. You're my trick or treat. You're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy, baby. Crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try. You're my candy, baby. You're my trick or treat. You're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy, baby. Crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try.
This ain't what it seems, girl. You're my little teen, girl. Knocking at your door, I want the candy Halloween, girl. It was nice to eat you. I mean, it's nice to meet you. I might twist my words, say too much and get a sweet tooth. Wait, mama said you gotta watch your hell now. Hey, things are getting heated, watch your milk now. Wait, baby, tell me what you need right now.
You're my candy, baby. You're my trick or treat. You're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy, baby. Crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try. You're my candy, baby. You're my trick or treat. You're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy, baby. Crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try. Making waves with you. No, no, no. Wanna taste of you. You're my candy, baby. You're my trick or treat. You're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy, baby. Crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try. You're my candy, baby. You're my trick or treat. You're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy, baby. Crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try. Set out, left off from the shore. She thinks it's buried deep right now. I've reached the top. to earth, it's calling now. Feast my eyes upon this wasteland. Right now the map's becoming clearer. It's all in my perspective. Just out of reach, save me the sympathy. I never needed direction, yet to dig deep becomes so clear to me. Not all treasures buried, it's all in your head. Just try to hear me out. They've got you locked up and out. You can take your time. You can choose your words. Let me down real easy. Let me down real easy. Well, I'm doing just fine, because I caught your eyes. You say